back. Welcome back to the Heat Report. I am Nic Rohloff as we are live for Heat After Dark. We're in Golden State for a late tip-off, 10 p.m. on the East Coast. Luckily for me here in Dallas, Texas, it's only 9. But either way, the Heat, after 3 straight wins and a massive win at home on Christmas, Jaime Jaquez Jr. saved Christmas for the Miami Heat with a 31-point masterclass. Now, the Heat go on a 5-game road trip, and it starts in the Bay Area against Steph Curry and the Golden State Warriors. I'm glad everybody can join us because I am excited to be back live. It's been almost a week after the Heat's last win on the stream against the Orlando Magic. Good to see some familiar faces in the building still. Shout out your city for me down in the comments section. We already had Yami, J-Boy, 305 Guy, John G, Axie, and Retro Sports get active in the comments section. We also have something else we can watch because this game is on NBA TV tonight, but guess what game is before the Heat Warriors? Pistons, Celtics. Pistons looking to end their historic losing streak of 27 straight games, and they would tie the all-time consecutive losing streak when you combine seasons, as the Sixers lost 28 in a row between 2 seasons. The Pistons hold the most in one singular season, but could tie that Sixers record with a loss today. It is currently 108-106 with 8 seconds to go in Boston. Play is getting reviewed, though, for goaltending. If it's overturned, well, it looks like it will be a tie ball game. But either way, Pistons have a chance to win. We got Retro in Miami. Daywalker watching it from Dallas, Texas. Look at that. That's where I'm from. We got Yami in Port St. Lucie. Yes, sir. Maya's World tuning in. What's up, Maya's World? Good to see you. Good to see you. Stitch Lovers asking, why are you guys on the Miami Heat? I don't know what that question is. I don't know what that means. Oh, looks like the goaltending call stood. So Pistons down 2 with 9 seconds to go. Are the Pistons going to end the losing streak against the Boston Celtics? It'd be kind of unbelievable. I tell you what, it'd be all-timer if the Celtics were the team to lose to the Pistons. That would make my day very, very good. I don't know about you guys, as we are about 20 minutes away from tip-off. We got Berto saying, let's go Heat. Love to see that. Love to see that. Oh, man. This is such a fascinating development. I want to see how this game tunes out. But also, who you got in this game? Miami Heat, Golden State Warriors. Get your votes in down below. Who's going to win this game? Heat 18-12, 4th best record in the Eastern Conference as of right now. Golden State Warriors, 500 ball club, 15-15. But the Heat are without a lot of key players. No Jimmy, no Kyle Lowry, no Josh Richardson. They'll be starting RJ Hampton tonight. How about that? Caleb Martin is also out due to an ankle injury he suffered on Christmas. But it's RJ Hampton, Jaquez, Herro, Haywood Highsmith, and Bam starting for Miami. We'll talk more about that in a second. But here comes I want to see if the Pistons can win it. Burks inbounding. They get to Cade. Corner 3 for Cunningham. Doesn't go. But Bojan Bogdanovic with the putback. And we're tied at 108 with 4.5 to go. Oh, the Pistons tie it up against the Celtics with 5 seconds remaining. Can the Pistons end the losing streak against the Celtics? Oh, man. Let's go. Let's go. I want the Celtics to be the team that carries that in their soul for the rest of the year. Man, oh man. All right, we got Stitch, obviously a Warriors fan, typing those GSWs. Peter saying Heat Nation. Jose saying Miami. John G saying Miami. Daywalker saying MIA as well. Keep on getting those votes in. And before that Celtics game returns to action, let me tell you guys about one of our sponsors on today's show, and that is Factor Meals, the #1 ready-to-eat meal delivery service in America. And I use Factor Meals every single day. And my family and I use Factor meals over the holiday season because it's just so dang easy to use. It's delivered straight to your door. You'll be able to save time and stay on track with a healthy lifestyle during this holiday season while you still have your holiday to-dos. I love the loaded bacon shredded chicken. It's one of my favorites. And you go to get 50% off at NBA Chat 50 when you use the link factormeals.com/NBA Chat 50. So make sure you go get that. It will be in the live comments and description of today's video. Treat yourself to high-quality, delicious meals over the holiday season. There's 35-plus chef-crafted meals to choose from that you could either be calorie smart, vegan and veggie, protein plus, and more wholesome options. So they have everything for you. So go to factormeals.com/NBA Chat 50 and use code NBA Chat 50 to get 50% off. That is code NBA Chat 50 at factormeals.com/NBA Chat 50. Get that 50% off right now. How about this? While we were doing that little factor read, as Frank Nelson's in the chat, what's up? The Jason Tatum missed a wide open jumper, and guess what? They're going to OT in Boston. Oh boy. Now, I will say that is probably worst case scenario. Honestly, obviously, the Heat game probably going to tip off at like 9:10, 9:11 rather than actually 9 o'clock. But the Heat do follow this game. So if this game runs into that, we might miss the beginning. But hopefully that does not happen and overtime ends before that 17-minute timer goes down. So that is my only concern right now. The only concern right now. TBC's tapping in. What's good to see you in the chat. Finally a Miami play-by-play from the one and only Rule. We've been waiting all week for this. I've been waiting all week for this as well. And you know, since the season began, we've been doing multiple watch parties on a weekly basis. This is the only week of the entire year where we're doing only one watch party. It's devastating, I know, but the Heat schedule goes Monday, or they played Monday on Christmas. Obviously, we took that time off to watch, to hang out with my family and watch it with them. We're doing tonight, and then Saturday we're not able to do it because of the NFL season. But next week we'll have two watch parties. Wednesday against the Lakers, and then Friday. I forgot who they play Friday, but I know we're doing Wednesday against the Lakers, and then Friday. No Monday watch party on New Year's Day. Take that holiday off as well and watch some nice college football playoff. Say that. Mike Concho's in the building. Good to see you, Chat Sports legend, Mike Concho. Fourth quarter. Type in JK. Let me turn the fan on here. It's getting a little toasty up in the building here. A little toasty. John G says got the game on Bally. That's the only downside of not living in Miami, man. Can't watch it on Bally Sports cable television. Have to use NBA TV. And if I tried to go in the League Pass app, that wouldn't really work because, well, you can't. They don't show TV games. So hopefully the game ends prior to the Heat game tipping off. But we do have a super chat menu today, as always, and I just realized I frigged up. Damn it. All right, either way. Super chat menu for today. What's up, King Mystic? Good to see you in the building. Any super chat I run in place for 10 seconds. $5 is a choice between a Beers Cheers, got my happy dads on deck, or 5 jumping jacks. $10 equals 10 push-ups. Got that camera set up. $20, you get on the Heat Hall of Fame board. And we haven't been live in a while, but we had a lot of people join the board on our last stream. Here it is, Heat Hall of Fame. You get your Vice jacket if you haven't got one already. And you're allowed to join multiple times. You can get into the Hall of Fame more than once. But here it is. We got this all in the glory. Got all the names written on the back with the Vice colors. We got Mr. Geo, DJ Billy, J-Boy, Ron Baker, Thousand Eyes, who was the first person to enter the Hall of Fame. Brush Color Studio, Lord Buddy Bear, DJ Billy a second time, Riley Shea, Choco Bear, Roxy, LBB's Cat, GR Crushing Stuff, and then even I got inducted. Rolly is into the Hall of Fame. I think that was thanks to DJ Billy for putting me in right before the holidays, so appreciate him. But that is the super chat menu. And then if you want to send in a crazy super chat and really get it partying on this Thirsty Thursday on a late night stream, $50, I'll shotgun a beer right now if you were to send in a $50 super chat. So that is today's super chat menu. As we still watch the end of this game between the Pistons and Celtics in OT and get geared up for Miami Golden State, which will be a fun game. It's always fun playing the Warriors, even if they're a little bit down this year at 15-15. Playing Curry and the boys is always fun and entertaining. But through 30 games, I want to know, he 18-12, a lot of injuries, the most starting lineups in the entire NBA are the Miami Heat, and they have a new starting lineup tonight. So the starting lineups are always changing for Miami, but yet they still hold the fourth best record in the East at 18-12. How would you grade the Miami Heat season through 30 ball games? How would you grade it? Get those grades down below. Be honest with me. Don't lie. Jose saying an A. I'll be honest, I know we don't have any like A minuses, A plus, B plus, anything like that on the screen right now, but I think I'm giving an A minus because they've had Jimmy out for a while, they've had Bam out for a while, they've had Tyler out for a really long time. Luckily, not really all at the same time, other than that little 2-week stretch between Bam and Tyler. But either way, I think the Heat have just done an excellent job of piecing wins together. I know we've been angry, and rightfully so, at the Heat's fourth quarter issues throughout the NBA season. But what they've been able to do from a continuity standpoint, winning 18 games and being able to just continue to stack wins with people in and out of the lineup, including their top 3 players, just a credit to Eric Spoelstra, a credit to the impact of Jaime Jaquez Jr. and Duncan Robinson as they have just blessed this team so far this year. We got John G saying B, Jose A, Frank Nelson B+, Peyton saying B after originally saying like a C. It's definitely not a C when you're 30 games in and you're 18-12 and you've missed Tyler for 17, you've missed Jimmy for double digits, and you've missed Bam for damn near double digits as well. I mean, it's just impressive to see what they've been able to do this season. That is for sure. 113-112 as we're under 3 minutes to go in OT in this one. We're basically watching the Pistons-Celtics game while we wait. Ivy right wing 3. The lead goes to Detroit. 115-113. Come on, Pistons. Let's beat the Celtics. Let's beat the Celtics. Oh, man. I tell you what, even though the Pistons are historically bad this season, I really don't know how they are so bad. They have a lot of talent, man. They do. Cade Cunningham, Ivy, Bojan Bogdanovic, Jalen Duren. Those are 4 good players. I don't understand how they're so bad. I get the bench is horrific, and they're young and maybe inexperienced, but like, is Monty Williams that bad of a coach? Jrue Holiday just had an and one to retake the lead. Frank, it does feel like a Game 7. And I'll say this. The Pistons losing and having this historic streak is actually good for the NBA. And obviously, I'm glad this game isn't happening against Miami, and I wouldn't want Miami to ever do this. But think about the intrigue. You know how many people are tuned in to Pistons Celtics on a Thursday night? There are thousands of people. I wouldn't say millions, but hey, you never know. There could be millions of people watching a random NBA game on Thursday to see if the Pistons could end their streak. It's good. You could tell the players are into it as Cade Cunningham turns it over. The crowd's into it. The Celtics don't want to be the team that loses to the Pistons. Every time the Pistons play, their opponent is playing like it's the postseason. That's how serious it's going to be. Oh, Derek White just hit a 3. That fucking guy did. Oh, that guy kills me, man. He's a good ball player. Also, the Celtics media trying to, I don't know if you guys saw this, Celtics fans and Celtics media are trying to push Derek White to the All-Star game. If he makes the All-Star game, he's a talented player. Great basketball player. A high-level role player. Maybe one of the highest-level role players in the NBA. Could argue he's the best role player in the association. An All-Star, though? What are we doing here? What are we doing here? What happened to the game I love? He's not a top 12 player in the freaking Eastern Conference. Ridiculous. Dane Haywood checking in and grading this an A+. We got 80 people watching in the pregame. And if you're ready for Heat vs. Warriors to get underway as we're about 9 minutes and change to get tipped off. Like the video. We have 81 people watching. We should be at 40 likes, 50% like rate without a doubt. And if you are rooting for the Miami Heat tonight, make sure to smash that like button because YouTube has called me and told me that the more likes we get on the Heat report, it actually translates to Heat wins. I'm just telling you what YouTube called and told me, but make sure you hit that like button. Let's get to 40 likes before tip-off. Alex says you don't have Bally Sports. Well, we can't really watch the local Bally Sports stream because I'm stationed in Dallas, Texas at the Chat Sports headquarters. So we watch on League Pass stream, and then obviously this one's on an NBA TV. So I can't really get away from the NBA TV. They're going to show the game that's currently on screen. Unfortunately. Make sure to hit that like button, though. Frank says, can we get another 30-point Jaime Jaquez performance? That would be ideal. It is going to be an intriguing matchup, though, because Warriors got some athletic wings, man. Andrew Wiggins, as bad as he has been offensively this season, he's still really, really talented on the defensive end. Jonathan Kuminga has come on as of late and really showcased why he was a former lottery pick. I'm a big fan of the come buckets game, and I'm excited to watch him play again. I've watched a couple Warrior games down the stretch. So Jaime and Haywood Highsmith going against Wiggins, Klay, and Kuminga, it's going to be one heck of a game. But hopefully Jaquez will be able to show his talent once again, and he's going to be needed because no Jimmy, no Lowry, no Martin, no Josh Richardson. They're going to need a lot of scoring from the top four today, which is Duncan, Tyler, Bam, and Jaquez. Those four are going to have to lead the way for Miami. And also, it's intriguing as we get closer and closer to this game that R.J. Hampton is getting a starting role today for Miami, unorthodox point guard on a two-way deal. He's getting a start. I'm excited to see what he can do at that starting position. And I don't know who's going to be guarding Curry. I imagine R.J. Hampton, the lengthy guard, 6'4", 6'5", good wingspan, struggles with his jump shot, but he is talented enough and has the measurables to be a good plus defender on the perimeter. So I'm very intrigued to see how he does guarding Steph Curry. I imagine Herro guards Klay. So I'm starting. Who starts at the 3 for the Warriors? Oh, they start Podziemski now. So I bet Herro guards Podziemski, and then they put Jaquez on Klay maybe, and then Haywood Highsmith on Kuminga, and then Bam on Looney to start. That's what I would guess. I guess here, yeah, that's what I feel. Herro starts on Podziemski. I will say this, though, and I expect a big game for Tyler Herro because I don't think anyone in that lineup off rip can really defend Tyler Herro unless they put Jonathan Kuminga on Tyler, which I wouldn't expect them to do that. But if they did, I think that would give Tyler a plus matchup. Klay Thompson used to be a really good defender, but with his age and injuries, he's slowed down as a defender. He can still light it up if he's left open beyond the arc, but that defensive lateral ability has not really been there for Klay this season. So I can absolutely see Tyler having a big night defended by Klay, Podziemski, Curry. I think Herro's going to have a big day, man. Jamal Jones in the building. What's up, bro? What's up? Good to see you. Speaking of Tyler Herro, we are also sponsored by Prize Picks, and I'll just showcase my picks here before we get underway in this ball game, about 6 minutes away from tip. I'm taking two things. I'm taking Tyler Herro more than 24.5 points. As I mentioned, I think Tyler's in for a big night. It's a really good matchup against the Warriors in terms of who they can throw at Tyler defensively. So I expect Herro to be able to get his shot up and in often. Also, Tyler Herro's stats when Jimmy Butler is not playing are phenomenal, about 28 points per game when Jimmy isn't on the floor. So I think Herro is going to be the primary shot creator and shot maker for the Heat tonight. And I'm taking less than on Chris Paul, 7.5 points. You never know with Chris. He's like Kyle Lowry to where he can have a game where he goes for 16. He could also have a game where he shoots 3 times and finishes with 2 points or 0 points and just only play make. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. But I took the less on Chris Paul, 7.5 points, and took the more than on Tyler Herro, 24.5 points. You can take my picks. You can fade my picks. But make sure you join me at Prize Picks, the #1 daily fantasy sports platform in North America. PrizePicks.com/CLNS and use code CLNS for a first deposit match up to $100. 5 minutes away from tip. Heat Warriors. We're in the pregame. Who you got? MIA for the Heat. GSW for the Warriors. Get those votes in. Get those votes in. Also, 100 people watching, only 36 likes. Let's get the 50 likes before we tip off. Come on. Come on. 14 likes away from 50. Let's get the 50 likes before we tip off. Julius Allen says, can you see my comment? I absolutely can. Yeah, good point, Alan Peter. Another good rookie that Golden State has alongside Podziemski is Trayce Jackson-Davis. He, like Jaime Jaquez, spent a lot of time in college. Trayce Jackson-Davis, really talented big man out of Indiana, super athletic, and he's been a really good backup center for Golden State. He's actually played more minutes than Kevon Looney, I believe, over the last 2 weeks or so. So he'll be something to keep your eye on for, and the Heat are going to definitely have to pay attention to him. Starting lineup, if you're just joining us, 110 people. For Miami, RJ Hampton, Tyler Herro, Jaime Jaquez, and Haywood Highsmith. And then, I don't know if the Warriors' exact starting lineup. I'll pull it up right now. Warriors' starting lineup is Curry, Podziemski, Klay, Kuminga, and Looney. No surprise there. No surprise there. Riffy's in the building. I'll bet against the Heat right now. Riffy, I thought you converted to being a Heat fan. What happened? Julius says, how do you think Steph Curry played against Denver? Bad. Cost me money. Pissed me the fuck off, if I'm going to be honest. Me and my buddies created a NBA player prop parlay, or made some selections on Prize Picks for Christmas, and we took the more than on Steph Curry three-pointers at 5, and he decided to go 2 of 10 from 3. Yeah. The best three-point shooter of all time went 2 of 10 from 3 when I took his more than on Prize Picks. And apparently, I didn't know this going into the game. I should have done more research. He is the worst performer on Christmas. I mean, he throws up stinkers. Every year, throws up stinkers. Can't even get to 20 points on Christmas. Ridiculous. Frank says, is Wiggins out? No, he is just not a starter. He has been benched in favor of Podziemski and Jonathan Kuminga. Now, I'll be intrigued to see what happens when Draymond Green comes back, from whenever that is. Is Kuminga going to be the one that heads to the bench? And they just put Klay back at the 2, Kuminga at the 3, and then have Podziemski off the bench, and they go run of a bigger starting lineup, or maybe they bench Kevon Looney, have Dre start at the 5, and go small ball. Or maybe they just bench Kuminga, have Podziemski, Klay, Curry, drop my board, and then start Draymond along Kevon Looney. I mean, this is a Heat stream, but it is very intriguing to see what the Warriors are going to be cooking up when Draymond Green returns, whenever that is. Wiggins been playing really bad, man. As Frank Nelson points out, he's been really bad from the offensive point of view. He can still defend, but he is not good offensively, man. We're not yet starting in Miami Golden State, but they're damn near close to taking the floor. So this game in Boston needs to end quickly. There's like 18 seconds left. 6-point game in favor of the Celtics. So hopefully this wraps up. NBA TV can shift to Miami, and we can get underway. 15 seconds left, down 6. Are you fouling if you're Detroit? I don't think you are. No, they are. That's unfortunate. TBC says, Rolly, didn't want to ask this, but what are your thoughts on the UD situation? I have no problem with it. And if you do have a problem with it, I think you just fail to realize the tactics of veteran leadership to fire your team up. Bill Russell did a lot for a lot of people. He was a great civil activist. Bill Russell, alongside being an NBA player, and that's why his jersey is on, or his number was patched on to a lot of teams' jersey last year. And I believe they hung his banner up in every NBA stadium and arena. But you're playing the Celtics. The Heat and Celtics have been the biggest rivals in the NBA over the last decade. It's just true. Heat-Celtics matchups have been just different. They've been different. And if you're going to the playoffs, UD was just trying to fire his team up. I get it. I don't have no problem with UD said. No problem. No problem. You're kidding me. Cade Cunningham made that step back three, so now they're going to foul. God damn it. What's up, Ron Baker? Good to see you. Good to see you. UD doesn't hate Bill Russell. He just hates the Boston Celtics, and he was trying to fire his team up before a big-time game. That's all it was. That's all it was. I don't think you could look that much into it. I don't think you should look into it that much. We are just about to get underway. 140 people watching. Only 45 likes. Come on. I get there's some Warriors fans in the building as well. But if you want the Heat to beat the Warriors and you are a Heat fan on the Heat Report, like the video. Come on. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. Let's get it fired up in here. Yeah, that losing streak up to 28 games. Time to switch to the Heat game, fellas. Come on, NBA TV. No one gives a shit. All right. The Pistons aren't able to get the win, so their losing streak is 28. Albert's about to get underway right now. As soon as they switch over to NBA TV, we'll have coverage. And we're underway. We missed the first minute of the game, but as we do enter the Chase Center, the Heat have the ball. Highsmith and Pickett in transition. He turns it over. And now the Warriors will score the first basket of the game in transition thanks to a dunk by Jonathan Kuminga. Now we're going back to Boston. Why are we going back to Boston? Thank you. Go back to Miami. All right, it's 2-0. Golden State leads after a miss from the Heat. Kuminga got it. Bam ties the game up with a little floater, and we're underway now. Sorry for that little crazy beginning, but it's 2-2, and our eyes are solely focused on Warriors Heat now. Herro guarding Podziemski. He's inside, running right hook, air ball, rebounded by Herro. Tyler's going to bring the ball up now for Miami. Gets a screen on the left side, guarded by Kuminga now. Swings it to Jaquez. This is a matchup Jaquez can take advantage of with Podziemski. Inside, swings it out. Ball is all the way around the Bam on the right block. Bam faces up Kevon Looney, backing him down, fades away in the middle of the paint, and swooshes it home. Heat up 4-2, their first lead of the game. Adebayo's got all 4 points for the Heat. Bam taking that step as a scorer this season. He's been phenomenal. 3 for Golden State goes home. It is now 5-4. Jamal Jones, please do not, if you're ahead, say the score down below. Herro pull up, good at the elbow, and the Heat retake the lead, 6-5. Quick three for Klay Thompson on the right wing, unable to go. Rebound fought for. It's gained offensively by Podziemski and Golden State. It's going to be a Curry drive in, swings to Kuminga, left wing three for JK. That doesn't go. Rebound to Tyler Herro. What's up, J-Boy? Good to see you. Herro now guarded by Podziemski. Herro straight line to the basket. Lefty layup good. 8-5 Miami. All 8 points. 4 from Tyler, 4 from Bam. That's your dynamic duo. He had Podziemski on him, and Tyler went right straight to the cup. If Podziemski guards Tyler for most of this night, it's going to be barbecue chicken. Jaquez guarding Klay. Klay inside. Layup, no good. Offensive rebound by Looney, and he's fouled by Adebayo. So Kevon Looney will go to the line with 8 minutes and 40 seconds to go in the first quarter. All right, here we go. We could settle into this game after that crazy little quick change from on NBA TV's part, but Kevon Looney at the line down by 3. Monteka says we can't let Jaime embarrass Klay. Why can't Jaime embarrass Klay? Looney misses the first free throw, so it's 8-5 still. The game is on NBA TV, but I suggest you guys turn it on, have it on mute, and just hang out with us here at the Heat Report, because we'll get a party underway. We'll have good play-by-play, some interaction. We'll have it all. Looney's second free throw. He's improved as a free throw shooter, but he's still not the best. Does go. So he splits the pair. It's 8-6 in favor of Miami. After Butler was ruled out, the line jumped up to 6.5 in favor of Golden State. I didn't understand that line. As Jaquez goes right into Looney and finishes with a tough right-handed layup. It's 10-6. Jaquez doing everything necessary to get a win. And I tell you what, the kid just makes plays. Klay looks to answer with a three off a curl, unable to go. That's a foul on Looney as he just pushed Adebayo right into R.J. Hampton out of bounds on the rebound attempt. So it's going back to Miami. Looks like a good start offensively for the Heat. The Warriors are not the best defensive team, and especially with their current lineup of Curry, Klay, Kuminga, Podziemski, and Looney, there's a lot of matchups the Heat could take advantage of. Herro in a pick and roll, guarded by Kuminga, kicks it back out to Jaquez. He's guarded by Klay, gets a screen. Jaquez in a two-man game with Bam, turns it over as it's going to be called no turnover. It says the pass looking for Highsmith on the right corner was tipped out of bounds. Looked like it was an errant pass from Jaquez, but they're going to say it was tipped. Kuminga is guarding Herro. Interesting to see that matchup. Inbound to the Bam, 5 on the shot clock, handed off to Herro. Pump fake, relocate, 3 for Tyler, unable to go. Rebound fought for between R.J. Hampton and Curry. It's out of bounds off R.J., so the Warriors will have possession. Continue to get your votes in as you pile into the stream. It's 10-6, Podziemski 3. Who you got? Rebound, good rebound by Adebayo, boxing out Looney, and he'll push the pace for the Heat. He's met by Looney on the other end. Bam backing him down. Quick left hook. He's fouled. And Adebayo, who's already got 4 points in this game, will take his first trip to the free throw line of the night and look to extend the Heat's lead, potentially up to 6, and get himself up to 6 points on the evening. Bam has done an excellent job of getting to the free throw line this season, averaging 7.1 free throw attempts a game, which ranks 12th in the NBA, It actually is also the highest amount of free throws Bam has attempted per game in his NBA career. He makes the first. It's 11-6 in favor of your Miami Heat. Albert says, can you show the game, please? If we put the video on screen, we would be demonetized right away. And my employers would not like that. But you can get some old school radio with a live scoreboard and interactive content as well hanging out here at the Heat Report. Bam goes 2 for 2 at the line, so Heat 6-point lead. Curry looking to answer. He's inside. Pull-up floater from the elbow. Rattles in and out. Rebound fought for. Good team rebound. Jaquez comes away with it. He's now in transition, pushing the pace. Finds Bam. He's doubled initially. Kicks it out to Jaquez. He'll try a right wing 3. And he connects. Jaquez with his first three-pointer of the night. Heat up 15-6. Jaquez has got 5 points. Your scores are 3. Jaquez with 5. Bam with 6. Tyler with 4. That's what makes the 15. Podziemski with an answer from the corner. 15-9. That big 3 from Miami. So special. And really seems to be the future. Bam in transition the other way. Pump fakes. Kicks it back out to RJ. Swung to Herro. Now at the top of the key. Tyler gets a screen. Pull up mid-range jumper. It goes. Little toilet bowl action for 14. And now he's up to 6 points on the night on 3 for 4 shooting. This offense has been incredible. Kuminga working on Jaquez. Unable to finish. Rebound to the Heat. They have numbers. It's 4 on 3. Pull up triple for Tyler. Doesn't go. Rebound by R.J. Hampton. He's working out there. R.J. back out to Highsmith, and the Heat will reset the offense. I love R.J. Hampton's aggressiveness on the offensive glass. He's really been fighting. Jaquez in the corner. Pump fake. Drives in on Looney. Fouled. No foul call. Gets blocked. I thought there was a foul. Klay in transition now. Reverse layup. Good. Good move by Thompson to make it a 17-11 ball game. There's a lot of contact on that end between Kevon Looney and Jaquez. Looney won the battle. No foul called. Herro now at the top. Gets a screen. He just missed a 3. He'll try another. That one rattles in and out. Tyler, I believe 0 for 2 now from beyond the arc. Could be 0 for 3. 17-11 Heat for Miami. Podziemski drives inside. Drops it off to Looney. Looney, tough layup amongst traffic. Goes, and we'll have our first time out of the game called by Miami when it's 17-13 in favor of your Miami Heat. I've still liked what I've seen from the Heat. 6 points from both Bam and Tyler, and then 5 points from Jaquez, the young trio who looks to be the leading force of the Miami Heat in this game, this season, and potentially the future post-Jimmy Butler, has showcased why Heat fans are so excited for that potential and possibility as they combine for the first 17 points of the game. And we have our first timeout of the ball game as the Heat lead 17-13. Woo! Early frenetic pace, back and forth. There wasn't a lot of fouls. There wasn't a lot of stopping the action either. As we have 185 people watching tonight's stream. If you haven't seen it already, our Super Chat menu, any Super Chat I'm running in place. $5 is a beer cheers. Got my happy dad right here. Or I do 5 jumping jacks. You get to choose. $10, and I'm doing 10 push-ups. $20, you enter the Miami Heat Hall of Fame. Here's the board. I'll also take a shot at tequila if you'd like me to. Got my 1800. $20 super chat gets you inducted into the Heat Hall of Fame. You get your Vice jacket and get your name etched on the board for eternity. And then if we want to get crazy, a $50 super chat. I will shotgun my beer. Just another way to help and give thanks to this free content we put out for you guys on a daily basis. Came out with a couple videos over the past couple days, and now we're live for Heat Warriors. And this is what we do to show appreciation for you guys donating and leaving a tip in the cookie jar for this live stream. Monteka says, I no longer want Anthony Edwards after Jimmy retires. We have Jaime Jaquez. Well, as good as Jaime Jaquez has been, I don't think he will ever reach what Anthony Edwards can reach, if we're going to be honest. If we're going to be honest. I love Jaime. But there's just no way he's going to be ever better than Anthony Edwards. Maybe I'm wrong, but Anthony Edwards, I think if you did a redraft of the NBA right now, I think Anthony Edwards goes top 6. I'm not kidding. I think he's a top 15 player in the NBA right now, and when you combine that with his age, I mean, he's only 2021. I think that'd be good. Duncan in the building saying, let's go, C's win. There was a little bit of a sweat there, Duncan. There was a little bit of a sweat. Our UConn Huskies rebounded nice with a win at St. John, or at home against St. John's on Saturday, Duncan. That was good. That's good to see. Jaquez will take a seat on the bench as Duncan Robinson comes in. Kevin Love also sits down Bam Adebayo. Wiggins, Dario Saric, Chris Paul, Trace Jackson Davis come in for the Warriors, so a lot of subs. Herro drives in on Saric, goes up, fouled. Tyler Herro will go to the line for a pair and looks to become the leading scorer in this ball game. If he goes 2 for 2, he'll be able to get up to 8 points, which would lead this game. And like I mentioned, I have more than 24.5 points for Herro in this game on Prize Picks. I expect him to have a big game just because he is the leading guy for Miami, and he also scores a lot of points when Jimmy doesn't play. His first free throw does go, 18-13 in favor of the Heat. Monette says, can we see the game? I can't show the game because if I did, I'd get demonetized, and my employer here at Chat Sports would not enjoy me going live and not being able to get money. That would not be ideal. Here goes 1 for 2, so disappointing to see him miss a free throw. Heat now enter a little bit of a 2-3 zone with RJ Hampton and Haywood Highsmith at the top. Jay Liv says, I'd be fired. I absolutely would be fired. Andrew Wiggins turns it over. Good double by Herro and Highsmith, forced the turnover, and that's been the problem with Andrew Wiggins. He's been really good defensively throughout his tenure with Golden State, but this past season has been really ugly on the offensive side of the ball. Herro guarded by Wiggins, so Steve Kerr electing to put size on Herro. Kevin Love gets it to Herro, and Herro looks to facilitate for Duncan Robinson. Duncan, guarded by Curry, gets a screen from Love. Love slipping, swings it out to Hampton. RJ baseline, pull-up, 10-footer, can't go. Rebound, fouled. Chris Paul will shove in the back to Kevin Love, and the second effort opportunity from the veteran allows Miami to have side ball out and a fresh 14 seconds on the shot clock. Good work by Kevin Love to mix it up inside. Duncan Robinson, 3 over Curry. Rattles in and out. Had a couple Heat shots in this game so far spin in and out. Warriors shooting 33%. Miami's been good defensively. Wiggins driving in on Herro. Herro holding his ground. Wiggins swoops inside, unable to make the shot. Rebound by Love. Good defense from Tyler. He's been improved in that area. Still not perfect, but improved. Herro drives in on Trayce Jackson-Davis. Stops, turns around, blocked. Really good defensive play by Trayce Jackson-Davis, and here comes Golden State. They'll slow it down offensively now, and Saric will face up Kevin Love. Finds a cutting Curry, who's guarded by Haywood Highsmith, and now he'll reset. Double team, drops it off to Saric. Saric, baseline to Trayce Jackson-Davis. He traveled, they didn't call it, and then he ends up making a layup to make it an 18-15 ball game. Thought that was a travel, but they didn't call it. Love in transition. Gets Trayce Jackson-Davis up in the air and is fouled on 3 shots, and now Kevin Love will go to the line for 3. I want to see this replay here. Oh, yeah, that pivot foot slid. Officials absolutely missed that pivot foot sliding. That was a travel from the rookie out of Indiana. They didn't call it. But they came away with 2 points. Kevin Love will be at the line for, I believe, 3. I think they said his feet were beyond the arc when he was fouled. He makes the first one, so it's 19-15. Jaquez checking back into this game for Miami after, a 2-minute sit down, and Tyler Herro will sit out. It'll be intriguing to see the rotations for Spoelstra tonight. How much does he trust the rookie out of UCLA to carry an offensive unit? They're going to say it was foot on the line, by the way, so only 2 free throws for Kevin Love. He makes both 20-15. You wonder how much Jaquez will lead this offensive unit of Hampton, Jamal Cain, Duncan Robinson, Kevin Love, and then Jaquez, obviously, or will it be mostly ran out of Duncan Robinson? Foul inside. Kevin Love fouled Trayce Jackson-Davis on an attempted jump hook with the left hand. So TJD is going to go to the line for a pair for the Warriors. I really like Trayce Jackson-Davis' game. He was solid in Indiana. Athletic big man, really good rim protector, can finish amongst the trees inside. The only question with Trayce Jackson-Davis is how would he fit in terms of spacing in the modern NBA? Could he space the floor? I don't think he is much of a jumper, but if he was able to develop a jumper, he would be very dynamic. He does go 2 for 2 at the line, so it is 20-17. Jaquez guarded by Wiggins. They'll do a 2-man matchup between Duncan and Jaquez. Jaquez backing down Podziemski. He gets to his spot, but misses a little left block shot off the glass. Rare miss from Jaquez. Warriors in transition now. Wiggins has it in the left corner. He backs down. Heat send a double team. Kick out to Podziemski. Rainbow 3 goes, and we're knotted up at 20. Podziemski out of Santa Clara has been fantastic. Love looking to answer. Too strong. Rebound by Chris Paul, and now the Warriors have a chance to retake the lead in the first quarter, which Golden State has trailed most of. Podziemski inside. Kicks out to Saric. Saric backing down Hampton. He turns it over, but is able to regain it. Kicks it out to Podziemski. Left corner 3. Air ball. Interesting miss from the rookie after just making a tough rainbow one a second ago. Jaquez the other way. Picks up his dribble. Swings it to Duncan. Duncan guarded by Wiggins. He'll get a screen from Jamal Cain. Robinson in the corner now. Drives baseline. Duncan Robinson inside to Davis. Blocked. Gets his own rebound. Swings it to Jamal Cain for a corner triple. And Cain cannot connect. A little too strong on the jumper. The Heat have not made a shot in the last 5 minutes as we're tied at 20. Corner 3 for Wiggins for the lead. Doesn't go. His struggles continue. Rebound fought for. Came away from Hampton after a good tip by Love. Hampton coast to coast. Euro step goes. Good move by the two-way player R.J. Hampton. He's on the board. And the Heat go back up 2. It's 22-20. Can you do me a favor and grab a Sharpie on Marshall's desk, please? Thank you. Peyton says, shut up, the Heat suck. Thanks, Peyton. Minute 30 to go in the first quarter. Heat lead by 2. 200 people watching. Appreciate everyone tuning in on a late night here at the Heat Report. And while we are in the TV timeout, as Ritty says, Peyton ain't lying. Well, I guarantee the Heat have been better than your favorite franchise over the past 4 seasons, as I don't think many teams have made the NBA Finals more than the Heat over the last 4 seasons. Thank you. And as I teased just a second ago, I got to tell you about Factor Meals because it is the #1 ready-to-eat meal delivery service in America. It can help you eat well for breakfast, lunch, and dinner with chef-prepared, dietitian-approved, ready-to-eat meals delivered straight to your door. Yes, you heard that correctly. And looking for calorie-conscious options over the holiday season that don't skimp on flavor? Well, look no further because you can try delicious, dietitian-approved calorie-smart meals with around or less than 550 calories per serving. And if you need an extra boost to support your wellness goals and feel best during the holidays, well, you can try Protein Plus meals with 30 grams of protein or more per serving. In this December, get Factor and enjoy eating well without the hassle. Simply choose your meals and enjoy fresh, flavor-packed meals delivered straight to your door that are ready to eat in just 2 minutes with no prep and no mess. Head to factormeals.com/NBAchat50 and use code NBAchat50 to get 50% off. That is not going to last forever. That link is in the live chat and description of today's live stream. One more time, NBAchat50 at factormeals.com/NBAchat50. Go get your Factor meals today. Today, I tell you. You know, there's a lot of Warriors fans in the chat today. Are Heat fans? Let's drown them out. Spam FGSW in the comment section. Spam FGSW. As Duncan says, dope putty. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. What's up, Monty 2K? Monty 2K is cracking me up. Monty 2K is cracking me up. Spam FGSW. Rush Colors in the building. Nice to see you. Hope you had a good holidays. Today, the Heats are going down. Disagree. Heat are going to win today. Heat are going to win today. The big three of Herro, Bam, and Jaquez are going to get the job done. All right, back in action after the timeout. Wiggins inside. Lefty layup good. And he squares the game up at 22. Same lineup for both squads as we went into the break. That's a lie. Actually, Bam and Adebayo checks in, and the Heat run a double big lineup of Bam and Kevin Love. Love backing down to Wiggins. Right hook doesn't go. Too strong. Rebound down to Saric. Here comes Chris Paul in Golden State. Podziemski almost turns it over, but picks up his dribble and kicks it back out to the veteran CP3. Paul inside now to Trace Jackson-Davis. He whips a pass around to Saric in the corner for 3. Goes, and the Warriors go up by a pair, or a 3 ball. 25-22 as we're under a minute to go in the first quarter. Jaquez drives in, kicks it out to Love. Love looking to set it up for Duncan. He gets it to Robinson. Now inside the Bam. Go to work on the Rook, Bam. Bam backing down Trace Jackson-Davis. Back out to Love. He fumbles it. Back to Bam. 4 on the shot clock. Bam. Hesitation. Jumper. Doesn't go. 22 seconds, shot clock turned off. Warriors can hold for last shot in the quarter. They lead by 3. Heat's offense went cold down the stretch here. No shocker that once Tyler Herro checked out, the Heat's offense really struggled. Wiggins inside, guarded by Kane. Right hook, floater, no good. Rebound, Kevin Love. Outlet to Jaquez. I don't know if Jaquez knew what the clock was at as the clock runs out and the Heat don't get a shot off before the quarter sounds off. 25-22, Warriors lead after 1. Got off to a hot start for both squads, but slow offensive finish in this one, and it's 25-22. Going to need Tyler to be on the floor a lot tonight, as you saw how much the Heat's offense struggled when Herro went to the bench. (25-22) after 1. 190 people watching, yet only 70 likes. Do you love the Miami Heat? Like the video if you do. I see a lot of Warriors fans in the chat tonight, and I just need the Heat fans to stand up for me. You love the Heat? Show me by hitting that like button. get to 100 likes. We're 30 away. Nita Anderson spamming those MIAs. Love it. Let's get to 100 likes. Retro says 305 Nation doesn't stand for this. I agree, Retro. Let's get fired up. Also, Retro, I know you're a big Dolphins fan. Big game this weekend, huh? Battle for the number 1 seed between Miami Dolphins and Baltimore Ravens. Jalen Waddle, unlikely to play, though. That's going to be one that hurts Miami. That is for sure. Brush Color says I'm pulling to Walmart right now. All right, Brush Color. Monteka says we're playing in the Senior Center. Going Chase Senior style, the old host of Warriors Today. While we are in between quarters, I could tell everyone about what our Super Chat menu is. As we haven't got a Super Chat tonight, who's going to pop the cherry on tonight's stream and get this party started? I haven't seen any of the regular suspects around today. Maybe it's too late for my guy, Mr. DJ, or Major Anthony Nelson. But I see Brush Color in the building. Any Super Chat I run in place, $5, you choose between 5 jumping jacks or a Beers Cheers. $10, I'm doing 10 push-ups. $20 Super Chat, you enter the Miami Heat Hall of Fame. And if you want me to, I could take a shot tequila for your entrance into the Hall of Fame. You get your Vice jacket. And by the way, if you're already in here, which there's about 13 people in, that doesn't stop you. You can get in again if you like. Get your name on here as many times. You want to fill out this entire board with your name, go ahead. Or $50 Super Chat, and I'll shotgun a beer. Someone said Nikola Jovic in the chat. Rightfully so. Our sweet prince, Nikola Jovic, is in the building. He's playing. How electric is this? We get to watch some Nikola Jovic on a Thursday evening as Andrew Wiggins dips inside. Up and under move on Jaquez works. Warriors up 5. Jaquez looking to facilitate. Gets it to Duncan on the baseline. Duncan swings it to Kane, who with a nice cut. Kane finishes inside to get it back, and it's 27-24. Nikola Jovic is playing hoops. This is a good matchup because he's actually defending Dario Saric, which, ironically enough, is exactly how Jovic plays. And Jovic gets the stop on Saric. Saric took him inside, but Jovic bats it away. Heat in transition. Jaquez, good entry pass into Adebayo, who slams it home. Good seal by Bam. Had the defender on top of him. Jaquez floats it right over the top, and Bam is able to slam it home. That's good offense by Miami, started by good defense. Klay and Duncan matched up against each other. It's a little Spider-Man meme. If you know, you know. Saric, Euro stepping inside. Bucket goes, plus a foul. Jaquez commits the foul. You've seen Jaquez get cooked here defensively a couple times, which is something Jaime has not got happen to him often this year. He's been very solid as a defender, but you've seen him get buckets scored on him a couple times tonight. 29-26 early in the second quarter. I agree, Thousand Eyes says Bam needs to bully the young guys guarding him tonight. I agree. Sarge converts the old-fashioned three-point play, and it's now 30-26. This lineup for Miami is interesting. Jovic, Bam, Jaquez, Duncan, and Jamal Cain. Very fascinating. Duncan Robinson inside, swings it to Jovic in the corner, back to Duncan. He's guarded by Klay. Duncan dribbles on the baseline, finds a cutter. Ball is batted out to Cain in the corner. Lucky bounce for Miami, and Jamal Cain cashes it in with a corner triple. Back-to-back score, not back-to-back, but 5 points in the last minute for Jamal Cain. It's 30-29. Chris Paul hasn't taken a shot for the Warriors yet. He picks up his dribble and turns it over. Jamal Cain with a good steal. Heat in transition. Bam! In the break to the rim. Unable to finish, but Jaquez Jr. in for the putback. Oh, wait, they called a foul. So Adebayo will actually head to the line looking to tie this game and potentially take the lead. You almost wish the officials did not stop the play because Jaquez had a nice putback layup, which would have given Miami the lead. Instead, Bam's going to have to earn it the hard way with a couple free throws. Bam's an 81% free throw shooter this season, but has had some struggles as of late. Bam's first free throw misses on cue. An 81% free throw shooter, but I'm convinced he's been not that good. And we're going to actually have a timeout on the floor. Interesting that we have a timeout. 10 minutes to go in the first half. And if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel. We're on the road to 7K subs. We're 226 away. But tonight, I just want to get to 6,800. And there's one subscriber. And this is the live sub counter. I promise you, you will not regret it. I know there's a lot of Warriors fans. But if you're a Heat fan that hasn't subscribed, I please implore you to do so, because we give you daily content surrounding your Miami Heat, made for Heat fans by a Heat fan, whether it be trade rumors, talking about our own team. We did a video on Monday about Jaime Jaquez Jr. deserving Rookie of the Year, and also potentially adding PJ Tucker via trade. And then yesterday, DeJounte Murray. We do it all here at the Heat Report. Now we're live. We're going to be live multiple times a week for the rest of the season. Hit that sub button if you want to stay tuned in with your Heat for the rest of the season and into the postseason as well. The Atlas says unrelated, but go look at Jokic's box score right now. Is it good or bad? Is it good or bad? Can't really look, but I assume it's good because it's Nikola Jokic. Rithi saying Jaime Jaquez Jr. sucks. Sorry. Well, you couldn't be more wrong about that. He's been the third best rookie at worst, and I'd argue he's been the best because he's helped the Heat win more than he's had. Well, I'll say this. Chet Holmgren's technically a rookie, and yes, he has had a bigger impact on the Thunder than Jaquez has had on the Heat, and Chet's been better than Jaquez. I'll concede that, but I just think that rule's stupid. I know it is a rule, but I don't think it should be a rule. And I think Jaquez has been better than Wemby this year. I think he has. Been. I'll give Holmgren it right now because he's been dominant defensively and offensively on the top 3 team on the West. Atlas says 24 points, 13 rebounds, 9 assists, 10 of 10 field goals. Dude, that guy's crazy, man. That's why, it was actually hard in the finals last season to get so upset at the Heat losing. And I'm a very emotional guy when it comes to the Heat. I get upset very easily watching the Heat play, and I get mad. But it was hard to get frustrated with Miami when Jokic was doing what he was doing, because the guy's just ridiculous. He doesn't try to draw fouls. He's just out there flopping around, getting buckets. I mean, guy is special, dude. Guy is special. Peace out. Peyton says Jokic is a flopper. I don't think that's actually true. Jokic gets buckets the hard way. You know who flops around the other guy in that sense is Joel Embiid. Joel Embiid has ruined the NBA. He's ruined the NBA. It's sad to see. I'm guessing the same person keeps unsubscribing and subscribing to change the number. You can't fool me. Can't fool me. Bam at the line after he missed the first before timeout, looking to square this game up at 30. What's up, Reaper? Bam does, so it's tied at 30 with 10 minutes to go in the first half. A little pressure set up full. Rush says, Jokic is my ex and I want him to lose. I feel like you did not date Nikola Jokic. Wiggins swings it now to Chris Paul. Heat in their zone. They get to Saric. He hands it off to Klay. Klay to Paul, to Wiggins, to Kuminga. Kuminga stepped out of bounds. Really good defensive possession by Miami. The zone rotations were perfect, and they force a turnover. 4 turnovers for the Warriors so far in this one. Miami, none. Yet this ball game is tied at 30. Curry hasn't scored yet. Ben bet the over. Sorry for you. Jaquez gets it on the left block. Out to Bam now. Bam looking to facilitate. Gets it to Duncan. Corner 3 for Duncan. Too strong. Offensive rebound by Jovic. Jovic inside. Lefty layup. Good! Nikola Jovic with a bucket. Look at him go. He gets the rebound. He goes right to the rim. Absorbs some contact and finishes with the lefty lay. I hope Jovic balls out in this game and we can get more minutes. I get it's tough with the Heat rotation, but I'd love to see it. Jovic gets the loose ball rebound after Adebayo saved it on the Chris Paul miss. Jovic in fast break territory, kicks it out to Duncan. Duncan inside, floater, unable to go. Duncan struggled in this one thus far. Heat lead by 2. Here come Golden State. Chris Paul, guard by Jovic. Oh, this isn't good. Chris Paul pick and roll with Saric, dumps it inside to Saric. Out to Kuminga. Right corner 3, doesn't go. Rebound out of bounds off Bam Adebayo, so the Warriors will retain possession. You'll live with that in this game. I love Jonathan Kuminga, but you'll live with him shooting threes. Chris Paul swings at the Klay. Klay unable to handle the pass in the corner. It's a turnover out of bounds. This has actually been just so fun to watch. I mean, it hasn't really crazy things haven't happened. I've just been enjoying watching Jaquez and Jovic play on the same court together. Love those two. They were really good in Summer League. Jovic guarded by Wiggins, by the way. He gets it to Jaquez on the right wing. Jaquez pick and roll inside, swings at the Kane in the corner. Kane drives in on Paul. Pull up midi. Good. Jamal Kane up to 7 points in the quarter. It's 34-30. He on a 12-3 run in the last 3 minutes. They've been playing good ball. This lineup has proved Spoelstra correctly in dividends. Jovic with the steal in the zone. He's played fantastic. He in transition. Duncan Robinson will slow it down now. Gets it to Bam at the line. Hand off to Duncan. Pick and roll. Duncan picks up his dribble. Kicks it out to Jovic. Jovic, 9 on the shot clock. Guard by Wiggins. Jovic dribbles right. Driving inside. Gets by Wiggins. Layup. Fouled. Jovic draws the foul and will go to the line. Nikola Jovic has given the Heat valuable minutes here in the second quarter. And I know it hasn't been that crazy, but he's been good rebounding. He's made a shot. Now going to the line. He has a steal. Type those 5 for Nikola Jovic. You know how much I love that young man, and I want him to be a stud for Miami, and I want him to get more PT. I'm glad he's played well in the Bay Area here. Jovic makes the first free throw. He's got 3 points. This is electric. This is electric. I love seeing Nikola Jovic play, man. How about this, by the way? Steph Curry checking back into the ball game. Chris Paul will sit down. Steph Curry, 0 points. 0 points so far. He hasn't really taken that many shots. I think he's only taken 1 shot, to be honest. Jovic's second free throw, good. He's got 4 points. Look at Jovic, man. Inspirational stuff. Inspirational stuff. He will fall back into the zone after initial pressure. His zone is really torn up Golden State over the last 4 minutes. Klay to Wiggins in the corner. It's a 3. It won't go. Rebound fought for is gathered by Jonathan Kuminga offensively. That is the one drawback of the zone. The Heat got what they wanted. It was an Andrew Wiggins 3 because he's shooting like 25% on the year from deep. He missed it, but they just weren't able to box out, which is the toughest thing to do in a zone defense, is find a man and box out. Plus, Duncan Robinson trying to box out Kuminga anyway. It's not the most friendly matchup in terms of athleticism-wise. Jaquez sits down, Herro in, so Jovic remains on the floor after playing some good minutes. Kuminga inside in the zone. Spin, stripped by Jamal Kane. Good defense by Kane. He's been terrific in this game. The Heat depth proving to loom large. Speaking of Kane, inside. Oh, it rims out. Really good take by Kane, unable to get it to go. Warriors in transition. Oh boy, Jovic is on Curry right now. Saric baseline, reverse layup on Kane does go. 36-32. Under 7 minutes to go in the half. Sarge got 8 points off the bench. He's been good. Bam at the top of the key, looking to facilitate for Miami. Finds the cutting Duncan. He pulls up a floater. No good. He wanted a foul. Duncan's really been struggling this game. Kuminga in transition. Lost it. Turnover. Here comes Miami. A 4-on-1 break, and it's going to lead to a Duncan Robinson layup. Jovic with a good assist. Herro pass ahead to Herro up to Jovic. Jovic in the trail position dumps it off to Duncan, who swooped in for a righty layup. And the Heat are up by 6. Timeout Golden State with 6.5 to go in the quarter. And you guys know what that means. The Warriors need a timeout. Spam those fireball emojis. Let's get it hot in here. Fireball, 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 fireball. Get it hot in here, baby. Come on. We got Ron Baker, Axie, Thousand Eyes, Monteca, Retro, Juan Herrera, Fitness. What's good, my man? GR. It's getting hot in here, so take off all your clothes. Get that chat on fire, baby. The Warriors need a timeout. They can't handle Nikola Jovic. They simply can't handle Nikola Jovic. He's been terrific. He has been terrific. Man, if Jovic can just figure out the defense, man, he is so good at making quick decisions, playmaking, and also getting to the rim and drawing fouls. It's just all about, can he be good enough defensively to crack an Eric Spoelstra rotation? That's all it is, man. That's all it is. The reason why he doesn't play is because he can't defend at a good enough clip. But his offensive talent is just so good, and you could just see the difference of when he plays. The Heat are such a better transition team. Rithy says Curry's not even playing yet. How about just the Heat have done an excellent job defensively on Steph Curry and have not really allowed him to get free? He has 0 points. I'm still wondering who's going to send in the first super chat of the game and get this party started. We're midway through the second quarter. Who's going to be the person to get this party started? Mike Concho being a hater. Actually said, is this me or Jovic's defense is improving? I'll say this. Jovic has been really good in the zone defense here, but if the Heat go to a man-to-man defense, he can't guard anyone. Maybe he could guard a Dario Saric-esque player. He could get a stop on him earlier. But I'm not going to think he's going to lock anyone up by no means. I think it's pretty obvious that he's the worst defender on the court at all times. Unfortunately, as much as I love him, he is always going to be the worst defender on the court. On Miami's team, and honestly on the Warriors too. Well, yeah. All right. Heat still in their zone. Curry finds Podziemski inside. They kick out to Kuminga. Jovic stays in the game. Podziemski has it. They get to Kuminga inside, and he slams it home. That was a really good set by Steve Kerr out of the TO. ATO, man. Out of timeout play. That's where coaches make their money. Kevin Love checked in for Adebayo, by the way. Jovic passes it. Confusion, but Duncan Robinson has it. He gets the Love. Love pump fake. 3. Good. Kevin Love gets on the board with a field goal. He had some free throws earlier with a triple, 41-34. Heat 3 of 10 from beyond the arc, big time 3. Klay looking to answer in the corner. Foul on Jovic, it's an and 1. That was a flop by Podziemski. Klay makes the corner 3, but the foul was called on the screen from Podziemski, and that's how it works in the NBA. If you foul the screener before the shot goes up, it's an and 1. Hey, King Mystic is starting the party. Shout out to the legend. $5 says, okay, I'll start this late party. Appreciate you getting heat after dark going, King Mystic. King Mystic, 5 jumping jacks, or do I crack open my beer and give you a little salute? King Mystic, comment that down below. They're going to review this play to see if the foul occurred before the shot or as the shot. So we'll see if this is an and 1 or not. I'll say this, Podziemski was holding Jovic on the back. King Mystic says your choice, but it's your choice. I want you to choose King Mystic. I will say, if they're going to say when the official put the hand up, the shot was already in the air. So I think this will be an and 1. But it's a question of when did the foul occur. I think the foul might have actually occurred before Klay shot it, but the official put his arm up after the shot went up. Also, by the way, this 3 shouldn't count. Klay was stepping on the line. He was out of bounds. If you're allowed to, Spo should challenge this either way because Klay's foot was on the out of bounds line. There should be no shot by Klay. Klay was out of bounds when he shot the ball. I don't know if that's reviewable right here or if Spo can challenge it, but his left heel is clearly on the out of bounds line. Thanks for watching, ref. Are you blind? King Mystic still hasn't given me his answer yet. Definitely out of bounds. I don't know if that's reviewable in this situation, but that heel is no doubt touching that out of bounds line. Without a doubt. This review is about if the foul occurred before the shot or during the shot. King Mystic says, let the chat choose. Oh, I should have turned up the volume. I can't hear what the hell they just said. All right, so they're right. The foul stands, but Klay's shot will not go in. So take those 3 points off the board because Klay was out of bounds. I wasn't sure if they were able to review that, but they are. So that shot doesn't count. It will be Warriors ball, sideline out. All right, see everyone saying open it. So here we go. Beers cheers. Shout out to you, King Mystic, for getting this Heat After Dark stream started. Red Solo Cup. I fill you up. Let's have a party. Let's have a party. Red Solo Cup. All right, no more singing. His game is resumed. Heat still in his zone. Highsmith checks in for Jamal Cain. Curry with a good whip pass into Podziemski. Back to Curry. 3. Doesn't go. Good rebound by Nikola Jovic in the zone. He has played really good tonight, man. It's really fired me up. Jovic brings the ball up, hands it off to Tyler, and sets a screen. Hero guard by Podziemski. That's food. Hero inside. Stops the line. Pull-up jumper. Good. Like I mentioned, anytime Podziemski is matched up on Hero in a man-to-man defense, clear out, let Tyler go to work. He's got 9 points on 4 of 8 shooting. Heat still in that zone. Curry guarded by Highsmith initially now. Now is dumped into Trace Jackson Davis. He kicks it to Kuminga. Reverse layup. No good, but Kuminga traveled. Who is the closest defender? Nikola Jovic. Jovic Hive, stand up. Nikola Jovic Hive, stand up. I'm tweeting that out. Nikola Jovic Hive, stand up. We here, baby. Jovic, good pass inside the Love. Turn around, right hook, and 1. Count it. Heat up, double digits. Jovic has turned this game around. Heat up 11, chance to make it 12. Heat ran a good set. Jovic to the top of the key. He made the good pass inside to Kevin Love, who just turned around on the small guard rookie. I don't really know where the foul was, if I'm going to be honest, but appreciate the extra point from the official. Count it, baby. Heat have a chance to go up 12. Let's go. Nikola Jovic, baby. Hopefully this will tell Spo that he deserves to play more. Heat up 12 as Love converts the three-point play. It's 46-34. Let's go, baby. I'm fired up, man. Curry, now the other way, still has 0 points. Dumps it inside to Trace Jackson Davis on the baseline of that zone, and he connects on the layup, 36-46. Moses Moody checks in for the first time. Hero drives it on Wiggins. Slow lefty layup doesn't go. It was a good take, not able to finish. Here come the Warriors now. Heat gets set, good defense. It's a man-to-man defense for Miami this possession. Jovic guarding Podziemski, hanging with them. They get a stop on the baseline. It's swung around to a corner. Really good pass. Wiggins inside on Duncan. Lefty layup, no good, but a foul. And now Andrew Wiggins will go to the line to cut this lead potentially to single digits. And I'll say this, Duncan Robinson's had a rough one. D-Rob has not been that good defensively, which isn't his strong point, but he hasn't been good offensively either. Lord Buddy Bear's in the building. What's up, Lord Buddy Bear? Good to see you. Good to see you. Helen Peters says, this is the white hot lineup. We're damn near close. Hawkeyes checks into the ball game. If he takes out Haywood Highsmith, we have an all-white lineup. Nah, he takes off Duncan Robinson. It's Jovic, Love, Hero, Hawkeyes, and Highsmith. That's a good point. That was funny. We would have had a rare all-white person lineup, even though Jaquez really isn't white because he's Mexican. Free throw, 1 of 2 for Wiggins, 46-37. Hero in transition, inside, floater, off glass, good! Back the other way so quick, I couldn't even add the score for the Warriors. 48-37. Deep 3 for Steph, that's good. You got to be really aware of where Steph Curry is when you're in a zone. That's Curry's first points of the ball game. 48-40. Curry with his first time on the board. Heat bringing the ball up now. Kevin Love has it. Gets to Highsmith. He'll look to answer with a right wing three. He does! Highsmith with a triple. Heat back up 11, 51-40. Heat 4 of 11 from deep. Curry bringing the ball up, met by two defenders. Swings it to Podziemski. He gets inside, dumps it off to Trayce Jackson-Davis. He can't make a layup. Rebound fought for. Kevin Love gets it. Outlet to Jaquez. Here comes Miami. Jovic back to Love, to Herro. The ball movement. It's a right wing three for Tyler. That goes! Heat up by 14. 54-40. What ball movement by Miami? Heat up 14. And then Haywood Highsmith a little aggressive in the press offensively. Follows Steph Curry, which isn't ideal because they're in the bonus, and Steph will go to the line for a pair. But talk about the ball movement, man. That was impressive stuff. Jaquez finds Jovic. Jovic finds the trailer Kevin Love, who is open, who then stopped. Turned it to Tyler, pump fake, got a man in the air, and connected on the right wing three. I tell you what, Jovic has been phenomenal, and Eric Spoelstra is rewarding him. Jovic started this quarter, by the way, after not playing the first quarter, and is now still in the ball game as Bam checks in for Kevin Love. So Jovic getting to play most of this second quarter. It's been impressive stuff, man. I don't want to harp on it, but Nikola Jovic has played some meaningful, good minutes for Miami in this one. No shocker here, but Curry goes 2 for 2 at the line, so the lead is 12. Herro gets it, finds a cutting Jaquez. Jaquez gets it to Jovic for a layup, and it goes. Jovic up to 6 points. He hasn't missed from the field. Good ball move by Miami. It was almost a turnover, but the Heat were able to corral it and make the layup. Wiggins in the middle of that zone, floater good. That's a tough spot. Can't really let him get there because this is an easy turnaround jumper for Wiggins. Herro back the other way, gets a screen, dumps it inside to Highsmith. Highsmith swings it to Jaquez. It's a left wing three for Jaime. Doesn't go. Rebound fought for. It's out of bounds off Trayce Jackson-Davis. Good second effort by Haywood Highsmith to force it out of bounds, and it will be Heat ball. Warriors players are saying to Steve Kerr to challenge it. Be kind of more ironic to challenge an out-of-bounds call in the first half. Steve Kerr will not challenge it. So it's still Heat basketball. Good second effort. Highsmith inbounding. No one there. Almost turns it over, but Herro comes away with the loose ball. Herro, guard by Moody. Swings it to Highsmith. Oh no, it's batted away. He'll re-get it. 5 on the shot clock. Herro has to make something happen. Herro drives right. Turns. Blocked. Good defense by Moses Moody. It'll be a shot clock violation on Miami. That was terrific defense by Moses Moody. Just absolutely clamped Tyler Herro up. Tyler tried a couple hesitation moves, crossovers. Nothing got by Moses Moody there. What's up, Tony? Says, go Heat. Where my Heat homies at? Right here, man. Right here. Chris Paul in the ball game now. Good ball movement by Golden State. It's going to be a Curry right wing 3 and 1. Haywood Highsmith fouls Curry again. Curry makes the 3. It's going to be a 4-point opportunity for Steph. That 12-point lead could quickly get down to 8, assuming Curry makes the play. Highsmith can't do this. You got to contest without fouling, man. Can't do that. Can't do that. Refs talking about something now, and they're going to review it. I don't know what this could be reviewed. Are they going to say Steph stuck his foot out? Are they going to say, because Highsmith gave him a place to land. So it's not like it would be a flagrant on Haywood for not, or getting under the feet of Curry. So they are reviewing that he potentially slid under Steph Curry, which could not be the case. Haywood Highsmith did not commit that foul. Curry landed, and then that's when Haywood hit him. Warriors announcers are shockingly saying that it was a foul of not letting him land. We'll see. I don't really agree with that. Thousand Eyes getting on Tyler Herro's case, saying pass the ball. I mean, that was kind of a tough situation. He looked to swing it to, I believe. All right, it's just a standard foul, like I thought. Golden State Warriors announcers, biased as hell. So I get it. You want to get your guy an extra free throw with a potential flagrant, but that just wasn't it. Not try to hurt Steph, Mike. So Curry looks to complete the 4-point play with a free throw here. He's kind of got hot down the stretch of this quarter. Curry does complete it, so the Heat's lead, which was just 14, down to 8. 56-48 as we got 2 minutes to go in this first half. Bam's got it, top of the key, looks to facilitate, gets it to Herro. Herro, 3 is too strong. Rebound by Paul, and then Jaquez commits a foul going for the rebound. So the referee's really getting Golden State back in this ball game here, as that's Jaquez's second foul, and Golden State will take another trip to the free throw line. That wasn't a Herro ball hog. Bam got to Herro. It was an open 3, just wasn't able to make it. I'll be critical of Tyler if he actually is just hanging on the ball and not swinging the rock, but that was in the flow of the offense, and he had a good look. Chris Paul makes the first free throw. It's 56-49 as the Warriors make a run here at the end of the quarter. RJ Hampton checks into the ball game for Highsmith, and Jovic will stay in. It looks like Jovic is going to play the entire second quarter. Warriors on a little bit of a run here. Got a 14-point lead down to 6 with a minute and a half to go in this half. Hampton gets it to Herro on the right side. Herro looks to get it in the Bam. He does. Bam has it on the right wing. Bam backing down Trayce Jackson-Davis. He's got all the room to work. Inside, left hook, no good. Rebound offensively by Bam, and then he dribbles it off his own knee. Jovic comes away with it, though. Loose ball, Jovic doubled in the corner, swings it back out to Tyler. To swung to Hampton. Hampton driving on Chris Paul. He's going to have to put it up. He loses it. Herro gets it and is blocked. Herro had to throw it up with 1 on the shot clock. Warriors in transition. Wiggins out to Paul. Chris Paul will slow it down now. Gets the Curry in the corner. Curry guard by Jovic. Oh, boy. This is a one-on-one situation. You have to send a double. You have to send a double. Jovic does a decent job. He forces him to pass it. 4 on the shot clock. That was good isolation defense from Jovic. That was offensive. Oh, this is fucking horseshit. These officials have just absolutely been on Golden State Warriors' laps all quarter. Steph Curry just ran into the Heat defenders and then falls down, and they call a foul on Miami. Literally nothing going. Curry just runs into the Heat defenders. Rithi, why are you a Heat fan who was rooting against the Heat? I don't get it. Makes no sense to me. But Curry is going to get 2 free throws. Makes the first. 56-51. That was nice. Half of those shots that Herro has taken has been late in the shot clock because the other players cannot find a shot. Herro's their best shot creator. Down the shot clock and they turn to someone. It's going to be Tyler. Curry misses the second free throw. Heat the other way now, and Chris Paul purposely fouls Jaime Jaquez Jr. I don't know why. I don't know why they committed a foul on purpose. I don't know what Peyton's laughing about. Is he laughing about the Warriors being 15-15 this year? Hampton inbounds it to Jaquez. He gets a screen from Bam. Jaquez right. Pull up, floater to Bam. Nice little pass. Bam working on Trayce Jackson-Davis. He's double teamed. Bam gets to the middle of the floor. Pull up. Bucket. Bam Adebayo says, "You can't guard me." 58-51. 17 seconds to go in the half. That was a tough bucket from Adebayo. 7-point lead. Heat look to close it out. Hampton on Curry. Jaquez on Paul. Moody on the right wing. Launches a deep three, in and out, and that will be the half. Heat go into the break with a 7-point lead. Laugh about that one, Peyton. Good bucket from Bam. Herro leading the way with 14 points, although on 14 shot attempts. How about Nikola Jovic? 6 points, 2 assists, 2 rebounds, 2 of 2 shooting. Bam's got 11 points on 4 of 8 shooting with 6 rebounds. Like that. Love that. That is the half. By the way, forgot to mention during that second quarter, as things got a little hectic, we are sponsored by Prize Picks, and here's my Prize Picks selections tonight. I took more than on Tyler Herro, 24.5 points. As I mentioned, he's at 14, so he's on pace to connect on that. I took less than on Chris Paul, 7.5 points. He has 2. So I'm on pace to go 2 for 2, which is 3 times my money. You can win up to 25 times your money at Prize Picks. If you go 6 for 6 on a power play, you can get a $100 first deposit match at prizepicks.com/CLNS and use code CLNS to get that little $100 deposit match. Put that link in the comment section of this live stream. You can join me, rapper Meek Mill, comedian Andrew Schultz, millions of others who play Prize Picks on a daily basis. You know what I'm going to ask you as we go to the half? Grade the Heat's performance so far. A, B, C, D, or F? Trey Youngboy says, Rolly, the Pistons almost beat the Warriors. Or Celtics, excuse me. Yeah, they did. I was rooting for them. Hopefully, I don't want this losing streak to continue, but it is fun to see how far it can get. I'd like to see them win a game. I mean, I don't hate the Pistons. I like some of their players. I like Cade. I like Jaden Ivey. Monteka says B. Dane Haywood says A+. I don't really think it's an A+. I'll go B. I'll go solid B. Go solid B. Axie says B+. Jesse says Peyton's embarrassing a city. Just spamming laughing. I don't know why. I legitimately don't know what he's laughing about. His team is down 7 at the half. PV says C-. Thousand Eyes says D. They should be up more against this mid-Warriors team. Yeah, Duncan Robinson struggled. You assume that doesn't stay there. Fitness B+, Axie B+. James Hicks says B. Retro says B. Juan Herrera B+. Nicholas, what's up, my guy, says B. Jesse Lawson says B. Archer Davenport says B. While you continue to get those grades in, if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. We've picked up 12 subscribers on the stream so far. Our goal is to get to 6,800 tonight. We're 19 away. I believe we can do so if we have more than 200 people watching. And then our next goal is going to be 6,900, which is kind of nice if you ask me, a little 69 action. And then we're going to get to 7K subscribers. Our goal is to get to 7,500. So we're 800 away by the time the trade deadline rolls around. That's about 6 weeks away. February 8th is that trade deadline. I want to get to 7,500 before that. And then I want to get to 8,000 before playoff time. And then I want to get to 9,000 during the playoffs, assuming the Heat go on a little bit of a playoff run, which I expect them to play in multiple playoff series, barring injury. And then hopefully we'll be at like 12, 13, 14K by next season. We could double in the offseason. I believe we can. Heat Nation's the best nation. We can continue to expand, continue to grow, and become the largest Heat YouTube channel there is. Covering the Heat on a daily basis. Watch parties like the ones you're watching multiple times a week. Videos every single day as well. Anthony Edwards went for 44 tonight. God, he's good. God, he's good. Solid Frankie's in the building, saying B. Tono Diaz says B+. Maya's World says A+ because of the ball movement. They have moved the ball well today. Edward Paul says B. Tony says, shout out from New Zealand. That's awesome. What time is it in New Zealand, Tony? Is it in the morning? I feel like it's got to be like 8 a.m. over there. Draymond is still, well, he is suspended. They don't have a specific range. It's indefinitely as of now. But, yes, Draymond is not playing in this ballgame. PV says Splash Brother era belongs in a museum. Somebody check Klay out of his misery, please. Body check Klay. He's been struggling. Navdeep is watching from India. Good to see you. Jesse says, do you do every game? I watched the 76ers game on their Homer stream because I couldn't find you. Jesse, I don't do every game, but I am, as the season progresses, as we get closer to the postseason, we are going to ramp up our coverage. We try to do every single game Monday through Friday. And here at Chat Sports, we have a lot of busy already schedule things that we do with the NFL. So during the football season and postseason, can't really do weekend games. But Monday through Friday, we try to do every game. And like I mentioned, when the football season ends, so when we get to February, basically post-trade deadline, we're going to try to do every game. We're going to try. Hopefully the bosses sign off on it. Christopher's in the building, rooting for the Dolphins. Tony says it's 5:16 p.m. So you're like a full day ahead of us, right? So today's December 28th still here in Dallas. So I assume it's December 29th on Friday. Yeah, 5:16. That's crazy. You're literally a full day ahead of us. Christopher is watching from Miami Beach. Love that. Love that. What up? What up? What up? Do you produce for an NFL channel here, Rolly? Says Axie. I produce / kind of host 2 channels. Well, I don't host 2 channels. I'm the full-time host of the Heat Report, and I do my own producing and stuff as well for live streams. In the NFL, I am the main producer for the Chicago Bears, and then I also am a host / producer for the New England Patriots channel. I host some videos. I produce every video at least. So it's either I'm producing every video, but there are times where I host like this. So Patriots, Bears, and then Heat. But I'm not a fan of the Bears. I just produce that channel. Peyton says, if you are a Dallas, how are you a Heat fan? Because I actually grew up in Rochester, New York, and I started watching the NBA when I was 8, 9 years old, and my favorite player at the time when I started watching was Dwayne Wade. So that's how I became a Heat fan. Not from Dallas. I actually hate the Dallas Mavericks. Despise them. Despise them. Two days later, I'm finally adult. God damn. You just turned 18? Congratulations. Also, I can't remember if that's your profile picture. Is that you, John Saw? Is that you, John Saw? That says 2 days later, I'm finally an adult, goddamn. I don't remember what your profile picture color was. Sorry. But I think that's you, John Saw. It is. Nailed it. Nailed it. Let's freaking go. Let's freaking go. Tono's watching from Fort Lauderdale. Peyton says, I hate Dallas too. Well, Peyton, you've done a lot of trolling in this chat, but at least we can agree on F Dallas. F Dallas, honestly, on everything. F the Cowboys. F the Mavericks. But hell, I hate the fucking Texas Rangers. I don't really care about hockey, so Dallas Stars, that don't move anything for me, but everything else, F them. Thermite asked, Nick, what's your favorite NFL team? You might turn on me. I'm sorry. I apologize in advance. I'll apologize in the advance. But I am a New England Patriots fan. I am. I know. Some of you are going to look at me differently. Patriots, Heat fan. If you haven't heard the story before, when I started watching football, same age, 7, 8 years old, I wanted to, basically I started watching football because obviously I liked it, but I didn't have a team yet. So the reason why I became a Patriots fan is because my cousin was a New England Patriots fan, and I wanted to have something to talk about with him. And so I said, well, the Patriots. And that's how I became a fan of the Patriots. I know, Thermite. I knew you were going to be upset with me. Division rival. There is no love law. I don't hate the Dolphins. That's a true fact, by the way. I don't hate the Dolphins. I hate the Bills and I hate the fucking Jets, but I don't hate the Dolphins. That's a true statement. A true statement. Trey says, Rolly, who do you think wins MVP this year? I'd say if I had to put my money, I think the top 3 are... There's really 5 guys I think that could win it. Probably I would go between Joel Embiid, Nikola Jokic, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Anthony Edwards, and Luka Doncic. Those are my 5. No order, but I will say those 5 I think are the far away, because you've got Luka putting up historic numbers on a Mavericks team that really lacks talent outside of him and Kyrie. They've got the good rookie center out of Duke, Derek Lively, but they really lack talent outside of like that. So what he's been able to do with them has been terrific. He's putting up godly numbers. It's unbelievable. You got Embiid putting up ridiculous numbers again for a top 3 team in the East. You got Jokic being Nikola Jokic. I do think if I had to rank them 1 through 5, the guys I named, I'd probably put Jokic at 5, even though I still think he's the best player on the planet. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is averaging 35-5 on a top 3 team in the Western Conference. He's been terrific. Anthony Edwards, number 1 team in the Western Conference, leading scorer, been dominant. Probably put him at 4. So I'm going to rank him for you, actually, now that I'm reading this out loud. My MVP favorite as of now, unfortunately, is probably Joel Embiid. Number 2, I'd probably put Luka Doncic. 3, I would put Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. 4, Anthony Edwards. 5, Nikola Jokic. That'd be my 5. Who do I want to win? I would love to see Shai Gilgeous-Alexander win MVP. He's my favorite player in the NBA, not in the Miami. I love SGA. He's my favorite player. If I had if you're asking me dream player to have on the Heat, I would move heavens and earth to have Shai Gilgeous-Alexander in a Heat uniform. I'm not kidding. I would move heavens and earth. I would trade our entire roster besides Bam and Adebayo and just go Bam and SGA and let's cook. Literally, Bam, SGA, role players, we're winning the fucking title. That's how I feel. SGA at the 1, Bam is the co-man, we're winning the fucking title. Archer says, who's your rookie of the year? It is Chet, unfortunately. I do think if you had to take away Chet Holmgren and just look at the 2023 NBA draft class, I would say I would vote Jaime over Victor Wembanyama. I know Victor has got better raw stats, but Jaime actually impacts winning, and his efficiency is through the roof. So over the last month, he's shooting 50, 40, 85. It's been ridiculous. Trey Youngboy says, Jaime Rookie of the Year. Man, I want it to happen. I want it to happen, man. I want it to happen. I'm seeing some SGA hate in the chat. What? SGA is just a sexy media choice? Wrong. I've been a fan of SGA's game for a while now. His first year in OKC, when they still were rocking with Chris Paul and SGA as the duo. Duncan says, I don't even know if Tatum's in the top 10 discussion anymore after a night. They won, but they were down 20. I'll say this, I don't think Tatum's in the MVP discussion just because that Celtics team is too well balanced. Too well balanced. Now, if Tatum was putting up 30 a game on good efficiency on the number 1 team in the East, obviously, but it's I think he's only averaging 25, 26, and that team is just so good overall where it's going to be pretty hard to win MVP. Tono asks, so you don't like the Florida Panthers? I don't watch hockey. PV says SGA wouldn't touch Prime Oladipo. That's disrespectful, dude. I love Oladipo. SGA is he's unbelievable. He is a top 7 basketball player in the NBA, in my opinion. Listen, this is a hot take. You might call me crazy. I guess SGA is the best point guard. Well, I guess Luka's a point guard. I think SGA is the second best point guard in the NBA. I'll stand by that. I think Luka's number 1. I think SGA 2. I think Curry 3. Curry's fantastic. He's still averaging 27 a game, top 10 scoring. But here's my thing. What SGA's done is just terrific. His efficiency's through the roof. Averaged 30 a game. He averaged 30 last year. Also, the most underrated thing people don't talk about when it comes to SGA, yes, he's an elite scorer, and he could do it all. He is an unbelievably good defender. Unbelievable. Let me read this stat out for you guys. I saw it yesterday. He is so good. He's 6'4", 6'5", depending on how you want to look at it, with shoes, without shoes. SGA, ready for this? Doing something that hasn't been done since Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen. He is averaging 2.8 steals per game, or more than that, and more than 0.8 blocks a game. And all of his steals have been pretty much on ball, which leads the league. He also is top 6 in the league in deflections, defensive rating and defensive impact per 100 possessions. So you're getting a top-tier point guard in facilitating, scoring, and defense. SGA is unbelievable. Unbelievable. I think he's a top 7 player. One of the best scorers, one of the best defenders. Unbelievable. Actually, that's kind of how I feel. Thermite says Heat on a winning streak. Yeah, they've won 3 in a row coming into this game. About to be 4. John Saw says, what do you think about Depoy this year? I don't think Wemby's going to get it. I saw you message that. I think it's going to be Rudy Gobert, unfortunately. But I think Bam is still the best defender in the planet. And I don't care. Because when the Heat don't have Bam, their defense is horrific. All right, we're back, actually. It's time to get active in a fun second half in the Bay Area. And we start this second half by Klay Thompson drawing a foul on Haywood Highsmith. It's his 3rd of the game. And Klay Thompson will go to the line for a pair. Second half is starting. Get your votes in now. Who you got? Who's going to win? 58-51, at least for now, in favor of the Heat. Who's going to win this ball game? Klay misses the free throw. God, he's cooked, dude. I know he's been solid as of late, scoring a lot of 25 points or scoring above 20 points frequently. But, man, every time I watch the Warriors, he stinks it up. And I don't watch every game, obviously, because I'm watching every Heat game. And I can't watch every NBA game. But every time I somehow turn on the Warriors, it's a stink fest. He goes 1 for 2. It's 58-52. RJ Hampton starting the second half like he did in the first half. Herro's got on the left wing now, pick and roll. Back to RJ, catch and shoot 3 at the top of the key from a pass from Tyler. Too strong. Was wide open. That's always been the problem with RJ. He's not a good shooter. Podziemski in transition, able to get a layup to go. It's quickly 58-54 as the Heat got turned around a bit defensively. Podziemski's got 8 points and 5 assists. Herro probing inside, kicks it out to Highsmith. Highsmith looks to get it back to Herro, but swings it to RJ Hampton instead. RJ wants a screen from Bam. Just dumps it to him on the left wing. He's guarded by Looney. Bam, back out to RJ. Swung to Highsmith. Highsmith, corner 3, no good, too strong. Heat offense coming out a little bit slow in this third quarter. Curry in transition, pull up 3, unable to go. Great rebound by Tyler Herro, swooping in, boxing out Kuminga. Heat in transition. RJ driving inside, loses it, but Jaquez comes away with it. Jaquez inside, stops, goes up strong on Podziemski and finishes through contact. So the Heat get on the board in the second half, courtesy of Triple J. He's got 7 points on 3 of 6 shooting. Pull-up jumper for Steph early in the shot clock from the right side of the court. Doesn't go. Rebound Adebayo. Heat in transition. Herro inside. Pull-up mid-range floater. Good. Tyler Herro and Jaquez answer with a quick 4-0 spurt to put the Heat back up by 8. Herro was guarded by Podziemski on that drive. And as I said earlier in the game, as soon as you see Podziemski on Herro, Tyler isolation, let him cook. And every single time. I'm actually pretty sure that every single time Podziemski has been lined up on Herro at any point in a possession, and Herro has the basketball, he has driven inside, got to the mid-range or to the rim, and scored. Every time. Literally any time Podziemski's on Herro, bucket. So if I'm Miami, I'm doing everything possible, and I hate to run isolation basketball, but I would run pick and rolls, pick and rolls, pick and rolls, until my eyes bleed to get Podziemski lined up on Herro and then clear out and let Tyler go to work. Because every single time he has scored. Klay did get to the line, fouled inside. He goes 2 for 2 at the line, so back to a 6-point game in favor of Miami. Heat without Butler, Lowry, Caleb Martin, and Josh Richardson in this one. Jaquez driving inside, spinning, and getting it off the glass to go. 4 quick points for Jaquez in the half. Kuminga, who's been solid defensively this year, not able to keep up with Jaquez Jr. Klay drives inside, step back midi on Haywood Highsmith goes, and Klay Thompson with a quick 6 points in the second half, and he's starting to get cooking a little bit. Herro guarded by Podziemski. Passes it up, get it back, Tyler. He does. Inside, trips and falls and turns it over, so now the every time scores cannot be said. Curry in transition inside, That was a phantom foul. This guy is fucking getting bailed out by the officials, man. And one for Steph Curry. There was absolutely no contact. Let's watch the replay. I mean, if that's a foul, then, I mean, this is, what a fucking joke. Curry converts the three-point play. That might be as bad as a foul as I've ever seen. It was marginal contact. It's an NBA game, dude. Fucking let the guys play. RJ the other way. Inside lob. Too high. Oh my goodness! What a tip-in from Adebayo. Just getting his middle finger on it almost and was able to somehow miraculously get it to fall. Podziemski the other way. Drives in on Hampton on the baseline. Swings it out to Curry. But they call a turnover. It looks like Podziemski on that baseline stepped on the line. So it's going back to Miami. This is a good game, Johan. They also stopped the game as Highsmith, bloody lip. Looks like he has a little leakage from the lip. It's been a terrific game thus far. Terrific game. Two teams, I wouldn't say evenly matched, as the Warriors are pretty much fully healthy outside of Draymond Green. Heat missing 4 key players, still being able to lead. That's the difference. I mean, Golden State has talented players, but if these teams were fully healthy, I don't really think it would be that close, to be honest. Jaquez brings the ball up, drives inside. He's met by Curry. Clear out, let him go to work. They double him, so he kicks out to Hampton. Hampton driving inside, fouled by Klay Thompson. So RJ Hampton earning himself a trip to the charity stripe for pair. RJ Hampton giving some good minutes for Miami in this game. Trey says Jimmy likes playing dominoes more than basketball. I actually wouldn't disagree with that. I'm not kidding. I think Jimmy Butler is just really good at basketball, and that's why he plays basketball. He's obviously one of the most competitive guys in the entire world, let alone the NBA. So, he wants to win. But I actually legitimately think, he would be rather doing anything else. Sometimes it looks like that when he's playing. RJ goes 1 for 2, so it's 67-61. Klay off a curl, drives inside, can't connect on a jumper. Jaquez with the rebound. It's a 5-on-3. They find Hampton inside on a baseline cut. Good pass by Jaquez Jr. Hampton finishes it. Heat to 69 points. Very nice. It's 69-61. And the Warriors called timeout as the Heat up by 8. The Warriors, in fact, need a timeout. Spam those fireball emojis. Fireball, 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 fireball. Come on. Let's get it hot. Oh, yes, I see it getting hot in here. Thousand Eyes, Retro, Axie, GR, Fitness, Archer, Navdeep, Monteka, Rainmaker saying RJ Hampton's horrible. He's played good today. Mr. B spamming those fireball emojis as well. Trey Youngboy. John Saw. Thousand Eyes. It's getting hot in here. So take off all your clothes. Heat looking like a strong team right now, man. Listen, this is the true test of a good basketball team. No Jimmy. No Caleb Martin. No Josh Richardson. No Kyle Lowry. So what does that mean? Nikola Jovic plays a full 12 minutes in the first half. RJ Hampton starts. Jamal Cain gets an extended rotation run. And the Heat are still on the road, beating the Warriors by 8 right now. Listen, there's a very good chance the Heat still blow this game, as they like to do in the fourth quarter. But the eyes don't lie, and the eyes tell me, man, this team is the deepest team in the association. What other team in the NBA can lose 4 legitimate rotation players, including 3 starters, and Caleb Martin too, and still go on the road and play like this? Not going to find more than 1 or 2. I don't even think you can find another one, to be honest. That's how deep the Heat are. Actually, yeah, we are the 4 seed right now. We're 3 games back of Philly, I believe, for the 3 seed. But I think once the Heat get healthy, we're going to be a top 3 seed. I do. I think we're going to match up with the Bucks in the second round, and I think we're going to play the Celtics in the Eastern Conference Finals. I'm not scared of the Bucks. I really aren't. I get they added Dame, but they lost their best perimeter defender. Who's going to guard Jimmy in the postseason on Milwaukee? Who's going to guard Tyler? Chris Middleton's a cooked product defensively. So is Dame. Yeah, Brook Lopez and Giannis are fantastic in the front court. I think we're good. I think we're a matchup problem for them. I will say probably need another backup center, though. I'm saying Heat fully healthy in the playoffs. Even if they don't make a trade, I'm honestly rocking with this Heat squad. I think this is the best Heat. I think this is no joke. The best Heat team Jimmy Butler's had around him since joining Miami. Curry pull-up mid-range jumper doesn't go. He's continued struggling. Offensive rebound by Looney is kicked out to Klay Thompson, who misses a 3. Ball goes out of bounds back to Miami. If you haven't already, hit that sub button. It doesn't matter if we're a 10 p.m. tip on the Eastern time zone. We're still going to be live for Heat basketball games. Sub for dubs as well. Looks like the Warriors going into a little bit of a zone. First time of the night for that. Jaquez driving inside, swings it out to Hampton in the corner. RJ gets it into Bam, back to RJ. 2-man game. Right wing 3 for Hampton, doesn't go. He fights for his own rebound, gets it, saves it, but goes right to Thompson. Here comes the Warriors. Kuminga leading the break, driving inside. Gets blocked by the rim. Kevon Looney with the offensive rebound, putback, and 1. Not great. How about that, though? Kuminga skying in, got blocked by the front rim. That's freaking hilarious, man. That is hilarious. Looney's going to go to the line. Kuminga, one of the most athletic players in the league, unable to make a dunk. That's Highsmith's 4th foul, so he'll sit down, and Jamal Cain will check in. Looney misses the free throw, so it's 69-63. Herro bringing the ball up for Miami. He's met by Kuminga. Still a zone for the Warriors, which will really test the Heat shooting because they don't have that many good three-point shooters outside of Herro. Hampton spinning jumper at the free throw line. Bucket! RJ Hampton going to work on the veteran. Chris Paul, isolation bucket for RJ Hampton. How about that? Heat up 8. Klay with a right wing 3 looking to answer, and he does. Smooth, silky jumper gets this game to a 5-point ball game. Hampton gets a screen from Bam. RJ swings at the Jaquez. Jaquez with a pump fake. Jaquez now inside. He stops, pops, and connects. Jaquez Jr. with a veteran move, but the Heat don't get back, and out of a made basket, Kuminga goes streaking down the court for an easy slam. That cannot happen. You cannot make a basket and then get beat down the floor. Heat the other way. Jaquez up and under. Good to go. Jaquez answers Kuminga's bucket with a second straight score. And now Jaime Jaquez Jr. starting to cook a little bit for Miami. Ball is almost turned over by Golden State. They slow the possession down. Curry's going to take a 3, fade away, no good. Rebound by Herro. Good defense by the Heat there. Herro's pushing, guard by CP3. That's a good matchup. It's a sidestep 3 for Tyler. That goes home. Heat back up by double digits, 78-68. Herro's up to 19 points. 2 of 6 from beyond the arc for Tyler. Curry driving left, guard by Kane. Swung out to Kuminga. Catch and shoot 3, unable to go. Rebound by Miami. Here comes Jaime Jaquez. Good pass to Kane. And Kane finishes with a layup. What vision from Jaime Jaquez Jr. leading the break. Little whoop. Bounce pass with the right hand. Heat up 12. Look at Jaime go. Absolutely taking over this third quarter with his ability to get inside and score. His playmaking as well. Look at this. Kane got behind Curry. Oh, it's a nutmeg! Jaquez threw it. Kuminga put his leg out to stop it. It went right between JK's leg. A little nutmeg for Jaquez on a Thursday evening. Kuminga gets it back inside with a nice layup on RJ Hampton. Back to an 80-70 ball game. Herro brings the ball up. He leads the Heat in scoring with 19. Gets the Jaquez on the block. He's double-teamed by Steph and Klay. Back out to Herro. Guarded by Paul. Screened by Bam. Herro isolating on Paul. Spinning. Free throw line jumper. Good! Chris Paul cannot guard Tyler Herro. He's up to 21 points. Highest scoring player in this ball game. Heat up by 12 once again. There is just no answer right now for the Warriors defensively. Heat getting whatever they want. Targeting Chris Paul and Steph Curry. Looney drives in, kicks it out to Klay, who's had a good third quarter. Klay, pull up right wing midi, can't go. Rebound, goes to Miami as Kevon Looney shoves Bam Adebayo a little bit in the back. How about the Heat's third quarter, extending that 7-point halftime lead to 12 right now? Who you got? Heat shooting 11 of 14 in this quarter. They have not missed inside the arc. They're 1 of 4 from 3 in the third quarter. How about this? 10 of 10 from two-land. Kevin Love and Duncan Robinson check into the ball game. So it's RJ, Love, Kane, Duncan, and Herro. Herro inside, loses the ball. Curry comes away with it. Here comes Steph Curry. Pull-up floater, no good. Rebound offensively by Trayce Jackson-Davis. He can't get the putback. Now Herro clears the board. Heat in transition, they like to run. Ball is swung to Duncan Robinson. He drives inside, kicks it out to Kevin Love. Love 3 over Chris Paul. Don't love that shot. That was forced. That was forced. That was a bad shot. Herro, good defense right now on Paul. Paul swings to Davis. Swinging layup, no good. Rebound fought for. Loose ball out to Dario Saric, so Golden State will reset. Chaos right now on this game. Wiggins backing down Herro. Right hook, left it short. Herro gets the board. I don't know where Herro is at rebounds, but I feel like he's going to have a double-double tonight. He's just been feasting on the boards, and then the Heat are going to call a timeout and just slow things down as we have 3.5 minutes to go in this third quarter. 300 people watching. Continue to let me know who you got down below. Also, like the video. If you're a Heat fan tuning in and want the Heat to win this game, hit that like button. 300 people watching, only 105 likes. We need to get to 150 likes. Get that 50% like mark going right now. And if we get to 150 likes, that will guarantee a Miami Heat victory in this ball game. Also, if you're a Warriors fan, we're providing free play-by-play for this ball game. It's the best way and easiest way to show your appreciation by hitting that like button. It takes 1 second out of your day, and it certainly helps us out, and I appreciate that. Before we resume, though, from play action, I got to give some love to one of our sponsors today, which is Factor, America's #1 ready-to-eat meal delivery service and kit, and they're offering a very special deal this holiday season. 50% off with NBA Chat 50. That's the code at factormeals.com/NBA Chat 50. If you don't know what Factor is, well, let me tell you, it is the best and #1 ready-to-eat meal delivery service that can help you eat well for breakfast, lunch, and dinner with chef-prepared, dietitian-approved, ready-to-eat meals that are delivered straight to your door and are ready to be consumed within 2 minutes. And the reason why I love them is because they are very healthy and support a healthy lifestyle. Looking for calorie-conscious options? Well, they don't skip on flavor either, because you can get dietitian-approved, calorie-smart meals with around or less than 550 calories per serving. There's also an extra boost to those goals when you get that support to your overall wellness. Factor isn't just for dinner, by the way. Count on extra convenience with cold-pressed juices, shakes, smoothies, breakfast items, lunch to go, grab-and-go snacks. They have it all. So head to factormeals.com/NBA Chat 50 and use code NBA Chat 50 to get 50% off this holiday season. I promise you, you will not regret it. You will not regret it. Brush says, bro, I messed up again. I did the exact same thing with what I just bought. What did you mess up? I'm very confused, Brush Color. Klay Thompson had a good third quarter, but still only has 13 points on 4 of 10 shooting, 2 of 5 from 3. So Heat will have the ball coming out of the break as they got the stop and called the timeout. Curry goes to sit down on the bench. You'd like to see the Heat extend this lead as the lineup for Golden State is Podziemski, Wiggins, Saric, Chris Paul, and Trayce Jackson-Davis. Jamal Cain will inbound. Lineup for Miami is Cain, Kevin Love, RJ Hampton, Tyler Herro, and Duncan Robinson. Herro guard by Wiggins, drives right, gets a step, kicks it out to Cain in the corner for a 3. Cain can't get it to go. Thought it was going to fall. Here comes the Warriors in transition. Podziemski slows it down. He's met by Duncan Robinson. Gets a screen from Saric. Back to Saric. Right elbow guarded by Kevin Love. Saric a little jab step. Swings it back out to the rookie left-hander out of Santa Clara. Podziemski inside. Euro step, lefty layup. Good. Really veteran move. Jaime Jaquez-like with Podziemski. Heat quickly the other way. Jamal Cain traveled with it. They didn't call it, but is able to get the bucket. I cannot believe they didn't call that travel. 84-72. Good bucket from Jamal. Quickly the other way for Golden State, but Chris Paul will end up slowing it down. Paul dumps it inside to Saric. He's met with a double team. Swings it to Podziemski. He pump fakes, gets Cain in the air. Euro step, drops it off to Wiggins. Mid-range for Wiggy, doesn't go. Wiggins struggles continue in this game and on the season. Here comes the Heat and Tyler Herro. Love's got in the right wing. Back to Herro. He's guarded by Podziemski. Clear out! Clear out! They get a switch. Now it's Trayce Jackson-Davis guarding Herro. Herro inside. Kicks it out to Hampton. Swung to Robinson. Duncan, pump fake. Lines up a left wing 3 and splashes it home. Heat open up their largest lead of the game, 87-72. The largest was 14 previously, now up to 15. Heat 7 of 21 from beyond the arc. It's actually a bad game from 3 for Miami, but they still lead by 15. Podziemski looks to answer with a rainbow triple. Can't get to go. Rebound Love. He turns it over as he was about to fall out of bounds. Tried to get to Hampton, and he tossed it over the boundary. So now it's going to go back to the Warriors with a fresh shot clock. As they say, Heat had possession before turning it over. Heat up 15. This is all setting up for fourth quarter where the Heat have a big lead. Vietnam flashbacks. Herro will sit down on the bench. Jaquez will check in. Paul's backing down RJ Hampton, veteran, maybe going to work in the post. It's a fade from the mid-range. It connects. Good move by Chris Paul. He's got 4 points on the night. It's 87-74. Lord Buddy Bear's doing the fire emojis. Love that, Lord Buddy Bear. We're converting you now. RJ's got it top of the key. He's played this entire quarter thus far. He's got in the right wing. Swings it to Love. Love hands it off to Robinson. Duncan at top of the key. Duncan drives by Saric. Hangs in the air. Kicks it out to Jaquez. Corner triple. Hits the side of the backboard. Rebound by Andrew Wiggins. That's as bad as it gets. Jaime now 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Paul, pull up right elbow jumper. Connects. Now the veteran starting to get jiggy with it in the mid-range. Back-to-back buckets. He's got 6 points on the night. 11-point ball game. Heat still lead. Not a lot of offense for Miami with this lineup. 50 seconds to go in the quarter, and then I assume Bam will start the fourth frame. Love gets it, double-teamed on the block. Oh, what a pass by Kevin Love. No looker, little magic, whoop, to Jamal Cain on the baseline who lays it home. Jamal Cain is having one hell of a ball game. Heat up 13. Chris Paul goes 2 for 1, misses the 3. Rebound Kevin Love. Heat running in transition. It's Jamal Cain to the rack. Layup, no good, but is fouled. And with 24 seconds to go in this quarter, Jamal Cain will go to the line up 13. Chance to make it 15. Heat playing some good basketball on the road late. Kicking off a 5-game West Coast trip. They play Utah on Saturday, Clippers on Monday, Lakers on Wednesday. I honestly forget. Oh, Sacramento, I believe, who they close with on next Friday. I believe. Could be wrong on the Sacramento. I think it's Sacramento, though. Cain's free throw goes, so Heat up by 14. Offense has been good for Miami tonight. 90 points through 3 quarters. That will play. That will play. That will play. Rush Color is going to the Cavs game tomorrow. Nice. Kane goes 2 for 2 at the line, so lead back up to 15, 91-76. Warriors will likely hold for last possession as shot clock and game clock are practically the same. Steph Curry checks in for the final offensive possession. Bam checks in for the defensive possession. Heat go to his zone. Curry's got it. Guarded by Highsmith. It's a matchup zone. They send a double. Curry's double team. Gets to Podziemski. Podziemski inside. Floater. Doesn't go. Rebound Jaquez. Doesn't get it off as the clock ends. And that will be the end of the third quarter. And the Heat go into the final frame up 15. I've seen this story before, but couldn't the Heat close this fourth quarter lead up? They're up 15 going into that final frame. And you know what at a time it is. It's fourth quarter time. Put those paws in the air. Spam those fours. It's fourth quarter time. Spam those fours if you don't want Miami to blow it. Come on. Come on. Spam the fours, baby. Spam the fours. We got Jay Green, Trey, Tony, Peter, Navdeep, Jay Green, Archer, Tono, Diaz, Axie. Get those fours in the chat. Get the paws in the air, baby. Get the paws in the air. Riley Shea, Retro, Ryo. Get the paws in the air. Get the Raphael in the building. Type in those fours. While you are typing those fours, Choco Bear's in the building. Sabaz Plays typing 4. Moonlight typing 4. While we do transition into the fourth quarter, today's Super Chat menu, we only have $5 in Super Chats. This is probably the lowest total we've had in a while for watch party terms. Let's see if we could get this fourth quarter popping with a party. Any Super Chat I run in place, $5, I'm doing 5 jumping jacks or a beers cheers to you with my little lime happy dad. Depends on whatever you want. $10, I'm doing 10 push-ups. I got the camera set up to my right so you guys can see that. I've done none so far today. And $20 Super Chat gets you into the Miami Heat Hall of Fame. You get that Vice jacket. You get your name on the board. I take a shot of Patron, or excuse me, it's 1800 tequila today, not Patron. Didn't have it on deck for today. You also join the elite club of 13 that is in the Heat Hall of Fame. You get that jacket etched into all of eternity and get to be a real one. And then if you want to get crazy, a $50 Super Chat, I'll shotgun a beer basically on the spot. Basically on the spot. We do put out free content. It's the way to show appreciation. It would certainly help us out. That is for sure. And also helps us bring you guys more content surrounding your Miami Heat. As we do enter the fourth quarter, get your final votes in. Who you got? MIA for the Heat. GSW for the Warriors. Heat won that third quarter 33-25. After scoring 22 points in the first quarter, 36 and 33 in the last 2. Jovic starts this quarter again. I doubt he plays the entire fourth quarter, but we shall see. Jaquez almost turns it over, gets it back. Jamal Cain corner 3, and that's how you start a fourth quarter right there. Not by almost turning the ball over, but certainly hitting a triple to push this lead up to 18. 3 by Curry doesn't go. That's how you start. You hit a 3 and get a stop. Jaquez the other way. Guarded by Curry. Spinning. Contact. Misses. Gets his own rebound back and puts it up and in, but there's a foul. So no bucket. Are they going to call this foul on the shot on the rebound? That's important. That's important. Chris Paul is called for a foul. I believe this is going to be actually called off ball. No, they're going to say Jaquez was fouled from behind on the original shot, so we'll get 2 free throws. Jaime misses the first. That's tough. That's tough. Jaime misses the first. Could have got this lead up to 20 earlier in this fourth quarter. which would have been ideal. Try to, Monteka, don't say that. You know this game isn't over. You've watched too many Heat games. He does go 1 for 2. It's a 19-point lead, largest of the game. Jaquez, Kane, Jovic, Bam, and Duncan for Miami. Chris Paul's got it. Finds a cut in Curry. Swings it to Saric. Batted out of bounds. Great defense in trail position by Jamal Cain to tap that ball out of bounds. He'll be side out for... How about Jamal Cain? 18 points on 7 of 10 shooting. Career high for Cain. That was a travel. Great out-of-bounds set, though, results, I should say, into a Dario Saric layup. I thought he shifted that pivot foot. But either way, 95-78. Hey! Choco Bears in the building. Jaquez drives in, Choco Bears guy, and unfortunately turns it over. Here comes the Warriors now. Chris Paul gets to the corner to Kuminga. Paul, the foul off ball here. So it'll be side out for the Warriors. A little confusion there, a lot of grabbing. We do have Choco Bear in the building. Says, bro, you doing push-ups? Dad's drunk and fell on top of Roxy. Oh boy, Roxy is mad and not watching with us. Maybe not blow another fourth quarter lead. I hope no. Hope not, Choco Bear. And I got 10 push-ups coming your way. Next TV timeout. Heat back into his zone. Ball movement goes to Kuminga for a little 10-footer on their baseline, and it goes home for him. So lead down to 15. It's a 4-0 lead for the 4-0 run, I should say, for Golden State. Jaquez guarded by Paul. Take him inside, Jaime. Instead, he gets at the Bam, guarded by Saric at the top of the key. Bam looking to facilitate, hands it off to Duncan. 8 on the shot clock. Duncan gets a screen. Duncan drives left. Duncan inside. Kicks it out to Jamal Cain. Jamal Cain stepped out of bounds. Heat offense getting a little stagnant now, and then this is something we've seen all too often by Miami. Heat did not turn the ball over pretty much at all in that first half, up to 6 on the game. Jaime makes up for it. Steal. 2-on-1 transition break. Jaime can't finish a lefty layup, and it goes out of bounds back to Golden State. Oh, Jaquez, that was a great defensive play to come away with a steal, but not able to finish a layup amongst contact. Curry, triple, rattles in and out. If that one fell home, I would have implored for a timeout. But here comes the Heat, still with a 15-point lead. Jovic brings it up, passes to Duncan. Jovic will now set a screen. Duncan, two-man game with Jovic. Jovic inside, and one! Nikola Jovic! Play the young cat! Play him! What a good pass by Duncan Robinson to find a cutting Jovic after the screen. Klay Thompson pushed him from behind. Jovic finishes through the contact with an and one bucket. Nikola Jovic and one. Type those fives. He gets the and one and converts it. Jovic, you can't tell me the kid can't play. 98-80. Klay Thompson, 3 from the left wing, doesn't go. Ball out of bounds, back to Miami. Type those fives. Come on. Come on. Jovic bringing the ball up, guarded by Kuminga. He gets it to Duncan. Duncan looks to dump it in the Bam. He does. Bam backing down Saric. Now dribbles right. Right hook fader from Bam connects. Largest lead of the game for Miami, 100-80. Let's freaking go, man. Chris Paul the other way, and assuming you don't go ice cold and basically don't score for the rest of the game, you're in a really good position. Steph Curry, deep 2-point shot, doesn't go. The Heat have done a terrific job defending Steph Curry. He's been in prison all night long. Miami looks to extend this 20-point lead. Jovic guarded by Paul. Gets to Duncan. Now to Bam on the right block. Back to Duncan. 3, top of the key. In and out. Rebound by Curry. Here comes the Warriors. Chris Paul fakes a pass. Will shoot a 3. And can't connect. Rebound down to Jamal Cain. Tony Montana knows the rule. If you get to 100 first, you normally win that ball game. And when you get to 100 first while also leading by 20, that will really boost your chances. Bam baseline on Saric. Contact. Can't finish. Rebound down to Dario. Bam has really not done much in the second half, but this has been a very, very good game from the Heat on a balance level. Curry drives in. Jovic draws the charge. No, it's a blocking foul and one for Steph Curry. Like the attempt from Nikola Jovic, that would have really got me fired up if he was able to draw a charge. Let's watch the replay. I thought he was set, but that's a charge. That's a charge. Review it, Spo. Reward the young guy. Chest square. Feet outside the restricted area. Review it, Spo. Come on. He is. Spo's going to challenge. Spo's going to challenge. Reward the young fella, Nikola Jovic, who's played terrific. That was a charge. That was a charge. If you don't subscribe for me, subscribe for Nikola Jovic tonight. We're 8 subs away from 6,800. That was the goal coming into tonight. We got 310 people watching. I know all y'all ain't subscribed. Daily Miami Heat content regarding trade rumors, injury news, free agency rumors, draft rumors when it comes around. We'll be here for the postseason. We also do multiple watch parties every single week like the one you're watching right now. Let's get to 6,800. Come on. Come on. And I also owe 10 push-ups thanks to Lord Buddy Bear. Or did I say Choco Bear? Who else is doing what we're doing here at the Heat Report? No one else is doing 10 push-ups while live for a game. Hit that sub button, and when I look up from these 10 push-ups, I want to be at 6,800. Come on, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. How about that form? Stomach on the ground the entire time almost. That's just how you do it right there. That's how you do it. We're at 4-way. We didn't get to that goal while I was doing the push-ups, but hit that sub button. Look at the major check it in late. PV says, did you paint your walls green, Lowell? Well, this is our Chat Sports Studios, and the reason why those walls are green, well, they're not this color. This is a green screen behind me. This is a green screen behind me. Monteka's asking where the Warriors fans are at. I'll say that. I'll say this. A lot of Warriors fans have disappeared from the comment section ever since the Heat took this type of lead. Leading scorer tonight is Herro with 21, I believe. Let's hear the challenge if it was successful or not. Successful! Charge taken by Jovic! He's doing it all tonight! That looked like a charge in real time. The only question for me was if he was outside the restricted area, which upon review clearly was. Feet set, wasn't sliding. Takes away a layup from Curry, and it's going back the other way. What a game from Jovic, dude. I'm fired up. I'm jittery here. It's late on a Thursday. I don't give a shit. Heat dominating the Warriors on the road in Jovic masterclass. He'll take a three from the right wing. Oh, it's in and out. I tell you what, if that went in, we would have went bonkers. We would have went bonkers if he made that three, but Bam Adebayo was crashing the offensive glass and was pushed from behind. Moody pushed him going up for the board. I think Bam would have skied in for a dunk if he wasn't fouled. One sub away from 6,800. Who's going to get us there? Come on. Jovic just missed his first shot of the game. Swings it to Robinson. Back to Jovic. Jovic inside. Floating layup. Good! This kid's a stud! I'm telling you what, he needs to play more. I don't know. He needs to find a way to crack the rotation. 102.80. He needs to find a way. He needs to find a way to get PT. He is too good. He's too talented not to get PT. That was offensive foul. Wiggins pushed off on Jovic, finished over him. I swear he extended that arm. Back to a 20-point game. Jaquez brings it up. Swings it to Jovic. Jovic will hand it off to Duncan. Duncan's inside. No, let's pull up for a three. Too strong. Offensive rebound by guess who? Nikola Jovic. He kicks it back out to Duncan. He turned it over, though, as Duncan tried to find Jaquez in the paint, and Jaquez couldn't corral it out of bounds. I will say this, as Tony Montana puts out a good point, Jimmy tutelage worked. Jimmy and Jovic are very close. Jimmy really likes Nikola Jovic, his ability to play, and he likes him as a person. They hang out all the time. And I don't think it's a secret that I think if Butler had his way, I think you would see a lot more PT for Nikola Jovic. Oh, we passed 6,800, I just saw. Let's ride. Let's ride. Let's ride. I'm being dead serious when I say that. I think if Jimmy had his way, Jovic would play a lot more than he does. But obviously, this is Eric Spoelstra's team. So, good offense by Miami. It's going to result in Jaquez baseline drive, and he turns it over. I tell you what, as good as Jaquez, whoa, not a turnover. The Heat somehow have it. Wild play. Results, chaos. Chaos. I don't know how to explain this chaos. Okay, so I'm just going to say how it results, and it results in a missed Jaime Jaquez triple from the right corner. That was the most wild sequence of the game. Almost turnover. Duncan Robinson over the head saves it after jumping across the half-court line, so it's not over and back. Kane somehow grabs it one-handed before going out of bounds, swings it. I forgot who missed the original shot, and then offensive rebound, swung out to Jaquez, and then he missed a three. Absolute chaos. Podziemski will inbound it. Warriors still rocking with their A players. Curry inside, takes contact, can't finish on Jovic. Jovic forces the stop. Here comes Miami off the rebound. Jovic into the corner to Jaquez. Jaquez backing down Podziemski. He'll get to his right hand. Bank shot, no good. Jaquez just a little bit off today. A little bit off. Not the best game from Jaime. Moody in transition, and he finishes amongst Jovic. Good bucket from Moses Moody to cut it to an 18-point game, 102-84. Before we continue with the final 5.5 minutes in this game, let's take a look at my prize picks for tonight. And I think it's become a little bit more dicey, if we're going to be honest. I originally had more than Tyler Herro 24.5. He had 14 at half, and now it got off to a good start in the third quarter, but has not played in the final frame because, well, the Heat have been up so much. He still has 21 points, so I need them to check in. He also has 7 rebounds, so complete game from Herro. He's also the leading man when it comes to plus-minus, with an ironic plus 14. Now let's check how I am with Chris Paul, less than 7.5 points. He's got 6, and if he doesn't check back in, we're good, but I don't know if Herro's going to come back in to get 4 more points, but you can make picks like mine over at prizepicks.com/CLNS. Use code CLNS to get a first deposit match up to $100. It's daily fantasy sports made fun. And even if Herro doesn't check back in and I lose, I don't really care because I got that $100 deposit match and I'll still be playing every single day. 5.5 remaining. What? Why did we lose? Why did we lose a sub? Who unsubbed? Made me sad. Don't make Rolly sad. Don't make words. Don't make me sad, please. Don't make me sad. I'd like to not be sad. I'd like to not be sad. 300 people still watching. Monteca with a good question. Jovic stats. It's good. 11 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, a steal, a block, 4 or 5 shooting. 3 for 3 from the line. Only shot Jovic missed was that right wing 3 that rattled in and out, so it almost went home. I'm actually going to tweet this out. Can't tell me. Oh, I don't want to type that in all caps. You can't tell me Nikola Jovic doesn't deserve to play after watching this game. Gotten career game from Jamal Cain, career high 18 points. He's been terrific in the absence of, well, it's Haywood Highsmith replacing Caleb Martin, and then it's Jamal Cain replacing Haywood Highsmith's role, and he's been impressive. Jimmy Butler did not play. So how about the Heat going on the road, assuming this score holds, against a Warriors team that's 15-15, probably going to be 15-16, but they still got talent, and able to just beat them. with a lower team. Herro does check back in as the Heat are only up by 18. Jovic will go to the bench. I probably would be willing to bet that his night might be over. But Herro still has a chance to connect on my prize picks. Ball inbounded to Tyler. Herro has to get it across, and he doesn't. That's an 8-second violation on Miami. Turnover going back to Golden State. Spoelstra's pissed. What's up? Ah. That just can't happen. That's where you miss Kyle Lowry, right? No true point guard on this Heat floor. Herro has to play a position he's not used to doing, and he turns it over not knowing the 8-second. Chris Paul swings it to Wiggins. Wiggins drives in, spin, reverse, kicks it out to Moses Moody. He'll launch a deep three. Wedgie! We got a wedgie! The ball got wedged in between the backboard and rim. It's going to be a jump ball. You don't see wedgies often, and you certainly don't see wedgies on a three-point shot. Everyone spam wedgie down in the comment section. I love a good wedgie. Trace Jackson Davis and Bam Adebayo will jump up center circle. And they lose the tip. So the Heat will get the ball back. Or excuse me, the Warriors will get the ball back. Chris Paul, pick and roll, swings out to Moses Moody. Moody locked up by Jamal Cain. Step through, layup. Wow, that was an impressive move by the former Arkansas Razorback. And the Heat lead down to 16. They still put pressure on the Heat, but Jaquez breaks the press. Jaquez double teamed. They're just going to try to force chaos now. Jaquez keeps composure, swings it to Bam, who gets it to Kane. Corner triple for Jamal, in and out. Rebound down to the Warriors as they look to make a late push. Podziemski finds a trailing Wiggins. Wiggins fouled in transition. I tell you what, the Warriors, even though down 16 with 4.5 to go, have not given up on this ball game just yet. We had Razor, Tono, Dane, Jonathan, Randy, Elena, Fitness, Ace Sports, Callister, all spamming those wedgies. Love it. PV is just a Herro hater. Who unsubscribed again? I wanted to show where we're at. I want to see the live sub counter go up as we still have 300 people watching. But you guys just keep unsubscribing. It makes me sad. Kevin Love did play, Christopher. Did play. Wiggins, 10 points, 4 of 11 shooting, but the eye tests have told me he's been bad. Wiggins goes 2 for 2 at the line, so the lead is down to 14. The Heat are not out of this game yet. Appreciate that comment, Tono. Heat break the press now. Duncan Robinson doubled. Swings it to the baseline for Jamal Cain. Cain, floater, doesn't go. Offensive rebound, Adebayo. Pump fake, goes up. Bucket! Bam! With a much-needed bucket for Miami to get the Heat back up by 16. 4 minutes to go. Bam's got 17 points and 11 rebounds. Chris Paul swings to Moody. Moody, pull up mid-range over Jaquez, doesn't go. Offensive rebound by Wiggins. Out to Paul. That could hurt my prize picks. It does. My prize picks is cooked. Chris Paul hits a 3 to get it to a 13-point ball game. He's got more than 7.5 points now. Herro's got it right wing. Herro inside. Swings to the Duncan. Duncan, 3 to answer. Cannot. Rebound offensively by Miami. A Herro 3. That one goes for Tyler Herro. He's up to 24 points on the night. It's 107 to 91. So I would have been sweating that price picks 24.5 line if Chris Paul didn't ruin my dreams by hitting that 3 a second ago. I'll say this, with 3 minutes and 20 seconds to go, the Heat up 16. That Herro triple might have put a dagger in this one as Tony Montana puts it out. Herro time, the dagger puts this game away. Herro with a team-high 24 points. And you know what? It's been up and down for Tyler today. But team-high 24 points, and he's the leading scorer on this Miami Heat team for the season, at least in the games he plays, coming on average. Type those 14s down for Herro for me in the comments section. He's been terrific all year long. When he's played, he's been good. He's been good. There's been times of inefficiency. but he has been ultimately the best isolation scorer for Miami. He's hit a bunch of clutch shots. You look at that game against Atlanta, I mean, that was down to the wire, and he just hit a fucking Damian Lillard-esque three with a hand in his face to ice that game. Dane Haywood, Tono Diaz, Tony Montana, Archer, Davenport, Razor, Randy Shepard, Callister. Lord Buddy Bear says Jaquez Jr. is my hero. Rigel, type in those 14s. He's been, Ron Baker. He's been really good since he's returned, man. Turned that from that sprained ankle injury, absolute no rust whatsoever. Just slid right into it and started to play good hoops. Right back into and played good hoops. Three minutes and 20 seconds to go. If you're one of the 280 people watching and haven't subscribed, please do so. Free content on a daily basis. Stay up to date on the latest around your Miami Heat. Ball is inbounded now for Golden State. Trace Jackson Davis has in the corner. Gets it to Wiggins. Wiggins dribbles left. He gets stripped by Herro. Gets it back. Wiggins now inside. Drop off pass to Jackson Davis, who slams it home with an impressive slam. So lead down to 14. 3 minutes to go. Jaquez almost turns it over. Gets the Herro on the left wing. Herro pump fake. He's going to be double teamed. Picks up his dribble. Back to Jaquez. Swung to Kane. Play keep away here, but can't get too stagnant. You still need to shoot the ball. Ball's tipped out of Kane's hands by Wiggins. He will retain the ball with 2 minutes and 50 seconds to go in this ball game. Herro, now Bam has it. 4 on the shot clock. Bam's going to have to put up something. Pull up deep 2. No good. Rebound by Chris Paul. They're going to call a foul on Brandon Podziemski, and I don't agree with this one. I thought Podziemski did a really good job of boxing out Jamal Cain, and that's one of those fouls that if I was a Warriors fan, I'd be pretty disappointed with that being called. But either way, Golden State will keep Miami will keep possession. Oh, never mind. Didn't see. Good call. Podziemski grabbed Jamal Cain's arm. Didn't see that from the original angle. Good call by the officials. I retract my statement. Duncan Robinson inbounding it, gets it to Jaquez. Fresh 14 on the clock. Herro's got it. Rejects the screen. Dribbles left. Baseline for Herro. Kicks it out to Jaquez. Jaquez with a pump fake. He drives inside. Contact. Floater. No good. Offensive rebound. Fought for by Jamal Cain. Out of bounds. Off the Warriors. Heat will get another second chance opportunity. This is more like a third chance. Jaquez has really struggled in this one. No sugarcoating that. No sugarcoating that. He's really struggled with his shot. But luckily, Jamal Cain, Herro, Jovic stepped up. Duncan has really struggled too. Jaquez inbounds at the Bam. Swung to Duncan. Now they'll do a two-man game. Bam at the line. Swings it up to Jaquez. Corner triple for Jaime. Kaboom! In the great words of Eric Reed, triple from Jaquez to put the Heat up 17. He's got 17 points, 6 assists, and 5 rebounds. So even though he struggled with his shot tonight, Jaquez still able to dominate this game. And that's the crazy thing, right? Like, Thousand Eyes with a good point. I think Jaime Jaquez has not played that well tonight. Yet he has 17 points, 6 and 6. 6 and 5. If your 18th overall pick, that's a rookie, is, in my eyes, having a rough game, and he's got 17, 6, and 5, how impressive, and what does that say about how good Jaime has been this year? I mean, 7 of 15 from Jaquez, so under 50% from the field, has a couple turnovers, has been beat defensively a couple times. Like, I'm not saying he played a horrific game, but, like, I could just tell he missed a lot of shots, in my opinion, that he normally makes. Got to his spot a couple times for easy looks and wasn't able to connect. But he's still been able to have a really good game, man. 110-95 as the Warriors got a pair of free throws. Herro breaks the press this time in the right amount of time. And now with 2 minutes to go, the Heat will just play keep away. Now you can actually not take shots. Herro dribbles left off for a screen, slips, falls and turns it over. No, he gets the ball back. Drops it off to Kane. And Kane misses a layup. I want Kane to get a bucket to get to 20 points because he has 18, which is a tie for career high. I want him to get his solo career high. Moses Moody with a layup the other end, lead down to 13. Not sweating just yet. Herro's got it. Minute and a half to go. Gets it over the cross of the half court to Duncan. Duncan gets it to Herro, who's at 24 points, a game high, I believe. That is a game high. Herro isolating on, I don't know, pull up, fouled, and who is that? Tyler Herro is going to go line for 2, and he was going to get more than on my prize pick selection. But Chris Paul ruined it. That old son of a gun. Elias is in the building, says feels good to beat the Warriors. I agree. Herro 10 for 19 from the field, so technically still shooting above 50%. He makes the first, so he's at 25 points. He's 3 for 7 from beyond the arc, which is just above 40%, I believe. Herro goes 2 for 2 at the line, so he's got 26 points. Oh, that's wrong. Clicked on the wrong one. Sorry about that, fellas. 112.97. Herro's leading scorer in this game. Warriors turn it over, and now it's just going to be dribbling out time for Miami. But how about this win for your Miami Heat? No Jimmy Butler, no Caleb Martin, no Kyle Lowry, no Josh Richardson. They go on the road and beat the Golden State Warriors handily by double digits. How about that? How about that? Herro subs out, Bam subs out, Jaquez subs out. Our good friend Cole Swider checks in alongside Nikola Jovic and RJ Hampton. Get those W's down in the chat. Heat win. Almost turned over. Heat win. Type those W's. Minute to go, up 15. Just dribbling this out. Good win by Miami. Late night. East Coast team. Yeah, they had a couple days off, so they were able to not really have to go straight into a West Coast trip. They were able to have 2 days off between Christmas. But listen, going on the road as an Eastern Conference team is never an easy thing, and the Heat looked the part of an elite basketball team, missing 4 key rotation players. Jovic was fouled, by the way. He'll go to the line. He misses the first. Unfortunate. We want to see those stats get padded for my guy. Yeah, Tony, great point. They ran him out of the building. Curry did nothing in this game. The Heat just went into Golden State and just ran those boys out the building. Oh, no, he went 0 for 2 at the line. But somehow the Heat get the offensive rebound, and now they're able to get more clock off. Damn, that hurts the stat line for Jovic, though. Sad life to see. Sad life to see. The Heat are going to have to put up a shot, or are they? Well, Duncan is. He got blocked. It's going to be a shot clock violation. I feel like the Heat were in between. Do I take a shot here, or do I just dribble it out? Because there's still a minute left. I'm like, that's a lot of time to just not take a shot. If it was like 40 seconds, sure. But a full minute. Elias says, how about another 7-game win streak? They came into this game with a 3-game win streak. It's up to 4 now. I'll tell you what. If the Heat go 5-0 on this road trip to make it an 8-game win streak, that would be something. West Coast trips are never easy. Well, I'll say this. Road trips are never easy. And then it's a West Coast trip as an East Coast team after the holidays. That's really impressive if they were to be able to do that. Now, I don't expect them to do that. 112.99 as Moses Moody had an and one. He makes the free throw, so now 112.100. Ball is almost turned over. Oh, it is? Nope, it's not turned over. Thought it was. It wasn't. Heat get a Jovic pads the assist numbers. He throws it up ahead to Swider, who lays it up and in. 114.100. A 3 from I have no fucking clue on Golden State. Put back by Trace Jackson Davis is good. And now the Heat can just dribble this bad boy out. 114 to 102. I keep on typing the wrong thing. That's final. Heat win. Continue to span those W's. What a good win for Miami on the road. 114-102. Your Miami Heat improved to 19-12 on the season. 4th straight win for the Heat. 5-game road trip for these Miami Heat. Get started the right way. Herro leading scorer with 26. Kane was your second leading scorer of 18. Jaquez 17. Bam 17. Jovic 11. They held Steph Curry to 13 points on 4 of 15 shooting. How about that from your Miami Heat? Good defense, good offense, and that will always result into a 12-point win. You hold the Warriors to just at 100 points, you're living right. 114 is about average for Miami. We'll take that. It was a poor 3-point shooting night. The Heat, the best 3-point shooting team in the NBA, shooting 39% per game, only shot 32% tonight. So you shot bad from 3, but were still able to win by double digits because you held the Warriors to 42% shooting as a team and 24% from 3. There's terrific defense by Miami today. They got out in transition. Tyler Herro hit some timely shots. 26 points in 31 minutes. Jaquez had 17, like I mentioned. RJ Hampton stepped up into the starting lineup and played well. How about Nikola Jovic, 11 points, 3 assists, 3 rebounds. Type those W's. Type those W's, baby. Curry only had 13 points, 3 of 15 from the field, 2 of 8 from beyond the arc. If you take away his 5 of 6 free throws, really didn't do anything, man. Crack me up, Monty 2K. Crack me up. Lord Buddy Bear says, Roxy not mad anymore. That's good. That's good. Win all around, Lord Buddy Bear. Tono Diaz heading out. I know it's 12:30 on the East Coast. If you're watching on the East Coast, you're a trooper. I appreciate you. You're a real one. If you're watching anywhere else, I'm on Central Time Zone, so it's 11:30 for me. West Coast guys, it's still only 9:30. Elias says Warriors fans must be livid after losing to a Heat team with a bunch of starters out. I would be frustrated. That's for sure. I would be frustrated. We did pick up, let's see here. We're at 6,810. We started today with 6,000. We picked up another one. Nice. 769. So 131. Picked up 42 subs tonight. Very nice. 42 subscribers tonight. We're 189 away from 7,000, which is a pretty nice goal. We'll hopefully get there in a week and a half. I think 2 weeks. I think 2 weeks we can get there. I think we get there. Have a nice night, Tono Diaz. Everyone, by the way, if you're heading out, have a nice weekend. I'll stay live for a minute or two. We still have 230 people watching. Hit that sub button if you're a Heat fan who is still watching and hasn't subscribed already. Daily Miami Heat content. I'll stay live if anyone wants a super chat and keep this party going. Late Thursday night stream. But if not, we'll sign off in a minute and go into the New Year's weekend. Heat play 2 times in between our next watch party. Our next watch party is going to be next Wednesday against the Lakers because Saturday we don't do weekend streams because of the NFL schedule. And then Monday with the holiday of the New Year's, we're going to take that one off as well. So we'll be back on Wednesday against the Lakers, second matchup with them. And then we'll finish out their West Coast trip with a watch party next Friday against the Sacramento Kings. That game. Amazing game indeed. Amazing game indeed. Jazz, 4 p.m. Central Time, 5 p.m. Eastern Time on Saturday. What a weird timing for a game. Oh, I lied. I've been saying Sacramento this entire time. It's not Sacramento. It's actually Phoenix next Friday. Apologize for that. In Phoenix next Friday. When do the Heat play the Blazers? In Miami or in Portland? PV, clarify, and then I'll get you the answer. Lord Buddy Bear coming in with a super chat. Appreciate you, LBB. Happy New Year from Lord Buddy Bear, Choco Bear, and Roxy. Happy New Year, Lord Buddy Bear. Have a good weekend, man. Appreciate you, big dog. That was a good fourth quarter performance. Honestly, the first quarter was rough. They lost that quarter 25-22. But after that, they dominated the Warriors in every other quarter. Well, they actually lost that fourth quarter, technically, I believe, because, they went into the quarter with a 15-point lead. But that was just a good performance until the final 3 minutes when they were just kind of dribbling it out. PV, you got to answer me, and then we'll sign off unless another super chat comes in. I wanted to know, in their house, so I guess you're saying against in Portland. The Heat play the Blazers in Portland Tuesday, February 27th in the Blazers Arena. That's a second West Coast trip where they play in New Orleans, in Sacramento, in Portland, in Denver in 4 straight games. Archer says, nice win to start the road trip. LA teams are the only difficult games on this trip. Well, I mean, Phoenix next Friday is a good team. Well, they've struggled this year. They're like the Warriors. They have a lot of talent, but they're not that good of a team this year. I think the Heat win in Utah on Saturday. I think they split with the 2 LA teams. They'll beat one of the Lakers and Clippers, and they'll probably lose to the other one. I don't think they'll lose both. They already beat the Lakers once this year. The Lakers are struggling as of late, so I think it's more likely they beat the Lakers because the Clippers have a lot of firepower. We'll see if Jimmy should be back. Jimmy was questionable for today's game, ultimately didn't play. So I would expect Jimmy to be at least back for the Clippers game. Maybe they hold them out for Saturday against the Jazz because they're a bad team. Yeah, they've been playing good ball, man. That could be an interesting matchup. You're going to need to be full healthy for them. They've been solid. I think we'll go 4-1 on this trip. Beat Golden State. I think we'll beat Utah. We'll split with 2 LA teams, and then I think we'll beat Phoenix. And then you return home for 4 games against the Rockets, Thunder, Magic, and Hornets. Which Thunder's a tough game, man. That's a real good team. That's a real good team. We get our first look at SGA this year, which will be fun. Wednesday, January 10th. You know we'll be live for that one. We'll be live for that one. All right, still 160 people watching. If you want us to stay live, if you want me to stay live, super chat. If not, I'll give it exactly a minute starting now. Exactly a minute. Exactly a minute. Looking at our schedule here. Our next game against Boston is Thursday, January 25th. Looking forward to that game. I want to play Boston again. I want to beat Boston bad. I want to play them and beat them. We only played them once this year, and we lost to them in Boston in the second game of the season where I thought we should have won. Blew fourth quarter lead. Fourth quarter lead. Blue fourth quarter lead. Shocker. Shocker. I still want to play the Knicks again. Blue fourth quarter lead against them. That game really pissed me off. In-season tournament game on a Friday night, day after Thanksgiving. Ironically enough, we play them after we play the Celtics. We play the Celtics on Thursday, and we play the Knicks that Saturday, the 27th of January in New York. I want to beat the Knicks so bad. I fucking hate New York. We're such a better team than them. Such a better team. Honestly, I think there's only 2 teams in the East that I would consider better than us. I'd say the Celtics are better than us, at least in the regular season, and then maybe the Bucks. But when it comes to postseason time, I'm still riding with us. I think I'm fucking scared of Milwaukee and Boston after what we did to them last year. Yeah, they got better with Dame, and the Celtics roster? Fuck no. The Heat got better, more better from the team last year than those two teams got better from their last season teams. Jaime Jaquez. Think about this. In those playoffs, I'm accounting for no Tyler Herro. Now you got Tyler Herro back. You got Jaime. You got J. Rich. Fucking riding with us, man. We're fucking winning the championship this year. I will say this, though, and this will be the last thing I say before I head out. If we get matched up with the Nuggets in the finals again, potentially, that's going to be dicey. They are so good, and they're just so unstoppable because of what they run. I'll take our chances against anyone in the NBA and say I think we'd beat everybody in a 7-game series besides one team, Denver Nuggets. They are so damn good. Now, I think that can change with some additions in the at the trade deadline. Like this is my feeling. I don't think we could beat the Denver Nuggets without adding a legit backup center that can defend. Because they cooked us so bad when Bam wasn't playing. It was in the finals, we lost because every time Bam stepped off the court, the Nuggets were going to run. I get they lost Bruce Brown. We added Jaime. If we want to beat Denver in the potential NBA Finals, we need another center that can actually defend. I'm looking at you, Day'Ron Sharpe. I want him so bad. Him or Daniel Gafford. So bad. So bad. All right. That's going to... I'll take my chance. You think the Timberwolves are going to win the fucking Finals? I'm not kidding. If we matched up with the Timberwolves in the NBA Finals, and even current teams right now, we packed them up in 5 games. I know they beat us twice, and Anthony Edwards is terrific, but if you seriously think Jimmy Butler is going to let us lose in the NBA Finals to the Minnesota Timberwolves, you are sadly mistaken. Jimmy would never let Karl-Anthony Towns win a ring against him. Never. Jimmy Butler would do unspeakable things to prevent that. Unspeakable things. Unspeakable. I actually think we would pack them up in 5. We would have to get another big, though, like I mentioned. It'd be tough going against both Cat and Rudy Gobert. But I just think Eric Spoelstra would put together such a good offense or defense against Anthony Edwards. And are we really trusting Cat and the rest of that roster to beat us? Either going to limit Anthony Edwards. Not trusting the rest of them to win. All right, that will do it for the stream. Appreciate everyone. Good audience tonight. 11K. Not a lot of super chats. We didn't want to party tonight, which is fine. But we'll be live next Wednesday against the Lakers. It's an ESPN game. That should be fun. So I'll see you then. And in the meantime, I'll absolutely be putting out daily videos. Have a good night. Have a good weekend. And have a good New Year's as well. Next time I'll see you live will be 2024. So I won't see you for a full year. That was such a bad joke, and we're going to head out on that. Go Heat.